Hello there, everybody, this is General Snivy, and welcome back to more of the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Last time we witnessed the 5th change of heart, and suffice it to say, it did not go as planned. In other words, President Okumura kicked the bucket. It was quite gruesome, and it wasn't pretty. In other words, it was kinda grisly. Why am I laughing at that? I don't know. I guess I'm a bit of a crazy person. Anyway, in today's session, well, more or less, after that whole incident happened, the blame of Okumura's death fell on the Phantom Thieves. And during this time, Makoto figured out that we've been set up somehow. By whom? That remains to be seen. Anyway, in today's session, we're going to do what we can to find the true culprits before we end up getting arrested again. And let me tell you, it ain't gonna be fun. But then again, who knows? Oh boy. Well, anyway, alongside that, we also completed our midterm exams, so that's good to go. And so we're just waiting for the results. Once we do get the results, then everything should be right with the world. And at this point, we can't really go out since we had all those midterms and all, but we can still do some stuff around here in LeBlanc, so I'll happily take what I can get.
Yeah.
Now then, I need to think about tonight's dinner. What ingredients do I have left? Let's call Kawakami and have her make us some coffee. Hi, this is Kawakami. Oh, it's you. I quit that maid job, but I'll still take requests from you, you know. I'll head over there, just wait for me for a bit. Sorry to keep you waiting. You just want me to make some coffee, right? Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Alrighty. And while she's doing that, we're gonna do some training in our room, because I really don't have much else to do. Alright. Let's just take some regular protein, because we want to save the good proteins for when we eventually go to the gym.
Now, let's carry out our plan.
Alright, let's get moving.
Yep. Nice going.
There we go. That'll help quite a bit. It may not seem like much, but doing these exercises more and more often adds up over time. It really does.
Hi.
Thank you for waiting. Here you go. Thank you. Alright, I'll see you later. Haven't they found the Phantom Thieves yet? Also, just checking my email, because my Gmail kind of went off my alert for that. Just making sure it wasn't anything suspicious, like suddenly a video got copyright claimed or something stupid like that. You never know. Anyway, let's continue. The government and the police are useless. Are they even trying? I wish they wouldn't spend tax dollars just to sit on their asses and beat up teenage boys, if you know what I mean. A mysterious group of murderers, an inept government. What's the world coming to these days? Oh, I'll tell you. Ruin. Everyone's talking trash about us. No, really? I thought they were praising us. Saying that we're the best people on the face of the earth and we're the second coming of God. The police are here again? How many times has this been now? Our school's gotten famous for all the wrong reasons. They revoked her honor status? This school is so messed up. I wonder if they're talking about Kasumi. Because if that's the case, that really is messed up. I wonder if the culprit really is from our school. Honestly, a very good question.
They were there today too, right?
Yeah, what do those damn cops think they are? They can't just stare us all down like that. Maybe the rumors are true. Maybe there's a Phantom Thief at our school.
Okay, quiet down.
Listen up. The police are here at the school, so be sure to not get in their way. Oh, and for various reasons, the school festival got moved to the 25th. There was talk of canceling it, but we couldn't just do that. I'm sure the preparations will be rough, but don't push yourself too hard. Really? On a weekday? What kind of reasons are there? With all this stuff about the principal and Kamoshida this year, I guess it's no surprise. True that. Apparently, the police are going to be interrogating all of the students here. Seriously? The police are at Shujin? They haven't come to my school. It seems they're calling students individually out of class to speak with them. Wait, does that mean we're going to be called in too? Second years will start in the afternoon. Make sure you prepare yourselves mentally for this. They gotta be looking for the culprit, right? Who knows? Be careful, guys. You should probably try not to say much. They'll see through any lies you might try telling. I know. In any case, don't tell them anything unnecessary. Understood.
Well then, next up is Takamaki-san and you two will go together.
Huh? Why together?
Why? They'll probably have one of you wait outside. That's how they've been doing it so far.
Oh yeah, right.
Those are the instructions the detectives gave us. Just don't say more than is necessary and try and get it over with quick.
Understood. That's the plan.
Take a seat.
Good afternoon to you too.
Take your time. This will be over quick. Let's see. Ah yes, you're the one currently under probation. It says here you had a dispute with Mr. Kamoshida?
Yeah, that happened.
You're more hot-blooded than you look. You spend time with quite an interesting group. Yusuke Kitagawa and Haru Okumura?
Yeah.
The more friends the better, right? I'm sorry to have taken your time. You're free to go now. Oh, I almost forgot. There's just one more thing I have to ask you.
Okay.
You think the Phantom Thieves are associated with this school?
I hope not.
Don't worry. We're here to keep all of you safe, okay?
Thank you for your time.
Your responses will serve as great reference material. Takamaki-san is next. Could you ask her to come in?
Sure thing. Well, that wasn't so bad.
I got so nervous I almost stuttered a few times. I thought I was used to police questioning by now too.
Seems we were all asked the same questions.
That's how they get you. They do that on purpose, then wait for someone to slip up.
I hope you didn't.
It was probably fine. Oh, I would have been done for if they saw how sweaty my hands were, though.
To think my name would come up as well.
Sounds like we can't take the police lightly either.
Hey, didn't you think that detective guy was scary?
Yeah. He definitely was.
Especially those eyes. It was like they were smiling, but not.
So, in other words, it's kind of like an evil smirk or an evil smile from an evil genius, if you know what I mean. But even so, that is the correct statement. Moving on.
I'm sorry for all of this. It's because of my sister.
That's not true, Mako-chan.
It's not as though I hadn't predicted this would happen, but now that it's become reality, I'm unsure of what to do.
We need to make sure we don't draw suspicion, and work to clear our names. Right?
Right.
It ain't your fault, Makoto.
I'm gonna try to see how far along this investigation really is. I'm worried about the police too, but as of now, anyone in this city could be a mole. They were so popular too. Haru, can I ask you to search your father's belongings for clues about a possible culprit? I know it may be tough on you.
No, it's okay. Now isn't the time for me to look away.
As for everyone else, you need to be cautious of how you spend your time at school. So, I've decided to have you 3 second years join me on the school festival executive committee.
Why?
It will allow us to gather without drawing suspicion. Plus, trying to blend in will only do the opposite.
Fair enough.
Fine.
I agree. The more time I have to kill, the more time I'll spend worrying about all this stuff. No matter what happens, I don't want to regret my decisions.
Don't jinx it!
It would be no surprise if they came directly to our homes for questioning. They showed up at your school after all. I should remain cautious.
For now, the best option is to stay on the defensive. But we won't make progress at this rate. Let's try and figure out who the real culprit is somehow, okay?
Sure.
Of course.
This is bad. Someone totally framed us. No, really? Who could have set us up? Think, Morgana, think! Still can't go out, eh? Well, that stinks. I was kind of hoping to at least do a little bit of something, but whatever. It's not that big of a deal.
What do you want to do?
Alright, let's ask Kawakami to make us some curry.
Make sure you close up.
Hi!
So anyway, you may be wondering, why is it that this stream started so late? And the reason for that is because my mother asked me to come down to join in on a very important phone call. Around this time is when the Medicare enrollment period is. So therefore, since Mom and I both technically have Medicare for our health insurance, I had to join in as well. So yeah, that was fun. We began around 12:30 in the afternoon. I figured maybe it would take 10-15 minutes to go over any new plans and see if we qualify for any additional benefits. And guess what? No. We still have the same plans, thankfully, and nothing's really changed. And what's even more interesting and both annoying is that despite all this, it took over a freaking hour. I am dead serious. A freaking hour! Of course, my mother did all the talking, but even so. It wasn't fun just sitting there being a witness the entire time. But hey, I had to be there in case they needed me for insurance information. You know what I mean? I am an adult, so therefore, yeah, my mom may technically be my legal guardian, but even so, sometimes doctors and stuff like that need to ask me specifically for information. So, there you go.
Yes. I have another suggestion. Call for the arrest of the Phantom Thieves, then mobilize the police. The rest will go as you mentioned.
Oh dear.
I'm truly amazed at the atrocious methods you come up with.
I wonder who he's talking to. My guess is the very villain of which is pulling the strings on this entire operation. Regardless, though, trouble is definitely brewing. I wonder what kind of people the culprits are. Probably some idiots with a misguided sense of justice. Look, can they just arrest those guys already? Special Investigations is on it. I'm sure they'll be caught soon. What kind of people are they? I want to see what they look like.
What's going on?
I totally froze up when the cops talked to me. I bet they consider me a suspect now. How much longer are they going to do this? We should be busy preparing for the school festival right now. Why did the school decide to have the festival so late anyway? I mean, changing the date just because our school's all over the news? Moving it to next Tuesday only makes more work for us. We won't be able to invite friends from other schools now that we're holding the festival on a weekday. It'll also be an inconvenience to anyone we already invited. And what about the post-festival party? Will there be enough people on the student sharing special? Ugh, it's gonna be a real weird festival with morale so low. True that. Speaking of the annoying media, we've been getting phone calls in the faculty office. The absurdity of it all. Who exactly are the Phantom Thieves? That's what we want to know. We really have no clue what method they're using. Killing someone without directly interacting with them is like magic. Speaking of magic, did you know that there's a magic in math too? A magic square. And a square in which adding up the number in any row, column, or diagonal gives you the same total. Kazooie-san, please look at this.
Do you know this one?
Now, tell me the total count of each column in the magic square. What is this, Sudoku? Well, whatever. Thank you, Internet. Answer is 15.
Correct.
It's easy once you know which numbers fill in the empty squares. A 3x3 square only has one pattern, but a 4x4 square has 880 possibilities. In a 5x5 square, there are more than 2 million. Can you believe that? Wow, really? Again, pretty interesting sort of info, and I'm pretty sure this is Basic Sudoku 101. If you had to choose, why would you try to find the Phantom Thieves or solve 200 million magic squares? I'd choose the magic squares hands down. They might both be magic, but magic squares can be calculated. And math doesn't kill anyone. Oh, I beg to differ. But whatever, I digress. Having everyone up there looking for the culprits is getting me down. I'm sure we'll be able to do something about this soon enough. So, what do we gotta do at the school festival's exec committee? I'll need some help with the questionnaires. What questionnaires? The ones regarding who people want to see as the guest of honor. Oh right, that thing that they do every year. You mean how those lame guests come to a panel, right? The festival's dates were changed because of the situation. We need to hurry and tally the results. Come to the student council room once classes are over. Ugh, that's so boring. So damn boring. Don't be like that. It's so we can meet up without standing out. Let's do what we can at the moment. I'm making sure to work hard at home. But you do that all the time. I can look stuff up. So, did you find anything, Haru? About that. No good, huh? I'm sorry. It'll rouse suspicion if I ask too many detailed questions. No worries. I'll manage on my end somehow. We're counting on you. I can't go, but message me if anything happens. I'll leave this to you guys. My apologies, but I cannot be of much help in this situation. That's fine. I don't blame you at all, Yusuke.
Damn it. We don't have time to be doing crap like this.
You don't need to keep mentioning it. We're doing this to keep suspicions off of us, remember?
Goro Akechi. This one too. Akechi.
They're mostly the same over here as well. Everyone's so eloquent when they can be anonymous. It's like they never accepted us to begin with. It would be nice if you did some work too, Ryuji-kun. You came to help us count these, right? Come on, leader. Can you tell him too?
Just relax, Ryuji.
Aren't you taking this a little too lightly?
Whoa, look here. This ain't good.
What is it?
Criminal criminal profiling? The acts of thievery committed by the Phantom Thieves are mere fakes. And their true goal is murder? Every heart they changed before Okumura was just a warm-up?
So now they're accusing us of being a bunch of killers.
Ugh, this is so effing stupid! Damn it!
It really is.
We have the results. First place is Goro Akechi.
What? Akechi?
What are you so surprised for? We've been mentioning him this whole time.
Seriously? Not some singer or an idol?
It's because of us that his popularity has skyrocketed.
Sure that.
Everyone's counting the results. Can't we just make him up? We don't have to get him.
People will figure that out. He won by a landslide.
I knew people would vote for him, but this is way more votes than I was expecting.
It would be best for us to avoid inviting such a clear danger upon ourselves. I'd like a little more time to think about who to ask.
That reminds me. How is Futaba-chan doing? She seemed like she was looking into something on her own. Has she told you anything?
Let's leave it to her. I'm sure she'll find something.
She's gonna get arrested because the police tracked her down, right? That's the last thing we need now.
Even one clue would work wonders for us. We should let her continue with her own investigation. I hope she finds something.
Me too, Makoto. Me too. I mean, Futaba is the smartest member of the entire group next to Makoto, so it would only make sense.
Hey.
Hey, what's up?
In response to the police identifying the Phantom Thieves as primary suspects, Goro Akechi had this to say.
Even though my opinion has been met with criticism, I've held fast that the Phantom Thieves are not just. However, I believe the recent series of suspicious deaths is unrelated to their actions.
What? Did I hear you correctly? But Akechi-san, you were the first to caution everyone about the Phantom Thieves. Were you not?
This doesn't change the fact that they are indeed a dangerous group. That said, I would like to express that immediately linking them to this case is far too hasty. There are still many questions to be answered here. It feels as though there is more to this.
After this conference, Akechi-san announced he will be limiting his media appearances and...
I wonder why the sudden change.
Well, he is technically a detective, so anything can happen at the drop of a hat. So, it only makes sense. I'm super stuck on my Okumura investigation. Seriously? Even you're having trouble with this shit? What should we do? Let's meet up and discuss our options as soon as possible. Tomorrow? The earlier the better, right? Though I still haven't come up with anything myself. It's said 2 heads are better than 1, so I can only imagine what 8 heads may produce. That's a good way of thinking. It's totally an Inari idea. Okay, let's do everything we can right now. Even if it means crossing some dangerous bridges. Considering how far we've come, we can't be particular about our methodology.
What are you staring at your phone like that for? Oh, are you going through a breakup?
It's a secret.
Don't let things get complicated, okay? Having to keep dealing with that stuff later on is a pain. By the way, you haven't been causing any trouble, have you? I heard the police showed up at your school.
No need to worry.
As long as you're not getting involved. Well, fine.
Don't worry, Sojiro. Everything is A-okay. At least for now. There's a lot to do here at the shop. Can you help me out? Free today? Finally, we can interact with another confidant, and looks like we're going to be hanging out with EY. But first, yep, just making sure that he is good to go. Huh. We can also hang out with Akechi, apparently, so... that's interesting. Okay. I am going to get another one of those special bond readings, just so that way I can proceed with EY's confidant. Oh, whoops, I selected the wrong option. Whoopsie.
What shall we do?
So, like I was saying, we're just going to get another one of these, so that way we can get, like, the best results out of EY when we're speaking with him. So, no need to worry about any sort of complications.
What do you think?
Alright, before we talk to EY and deal with him, one thing I'm definitely going to show off here is, remember what I said about the Phantom Thieves merch being pulled after, as of a few days ago? Well,
What would you like?
what did I tell you? All the Phantom Thieves merchandise has been axed, and they are pretty much gone forever. No, seriously. So no more calling cards, no more Phantom Thieves style accessories, nothing. It only makes sense as to why, because holding on to that stuff is just bad publicity considering what just happened. I mean, seriously. I'm just saying. It's getting crazy out there with all those incidents happening. Well, it makes my job easier if the cops have their attention elsewhere, you know. So you're here because you saw my message, right? Yes, I do. There's something I need to talk to you about. Okay, let's do it.
Good.
Alright, come on, come to the back.
Actually...
Listen up, kid. I figured out Suda's weakness. While you and Karu were over at at that diner, I was out getting info from a reliable source of mine. Turns out, I guessed right. Suda was the one on the other end of that Hong Kong mafia deal. Apparently, he paid them off a huge arsenal of guns. This is where things start getting interesting, though. If he was smuggling all that shit in, why would he come to me asking for modified guns? I mean, don't something like that seem off to you? Absolutely. Right? That piece of shit's trying to lord his position over mine, or over me, but he ain't got shit now. What I'm really saying here is, I don't think those Hong Kong guys ever delivered on their end of the deal. They probably just took his money and flat out stiffed him on the guns. Masa told me something real weird back when you and Karu were over at the diner, though. Apparently, the clan's been treating that Hong Kong transaction like some kind of massive business success. That means Suda's been lying to him this whole time. And now he's trying to use me to cover up his mistake. He's clever. Yep, everyone's always known he's one sneaky son of a bitch. Don't matter now, though. Everything's gonna change once I tell the clan what's up. Suda's not gonna be able to keep intimidating me anymore. And I'll make sure Karu won't get labeled like I was. He'll be a regular, respectable adult, something I could never even dreamed of. I'm gonna have to talk to Suda myself first, though. Gotta follow the Yakuza code. Hey, I got a favor to ask you. If anything happens to me, take care of Karu, okay? Okay? Is Suda seriously dangerous? Yeah, I'd like to think he's above the thug shit like that. But if he wanted, he could get rid of me, no problem. Unless I had some kind of witness with me, that is. Wait a sec, I got you!
That's right.
I want you to come talk to Suda with me. He's not gonna dare lay a finger on a civilian kid. It caused way too many complications for him. If you come as my witness, things will be miles safer.
Good.
Alright then, it's settled. Oh, and let me think of a reward. Gotta thank you for the info and for being my witness. How about I work even harder on that special menu? That should be good for you, yeah? I would say so. So, as a result of that, we got ourselves expert customization. Unlocks more parts per customization, so pretty sweet. Even though we've already had it. Well, I'll hit you up when it's time. Let's do this, kid.
Later.
Thanks for today. You're welcome, EY. Anytime. Yo, about that witness talk earlier. Remember, it's too late to get cold feet now. You can't bail on me. But I'm obviously gonna look out for you. If it comes down to it, I'll personally take responsibility for protecting you. But considering who we're dealing with, we can't afford to take any chances. Bring it on. You really do have guts. But guts alone ain't enough to get by in this world. Remember, nothing's that simple. Look, I know I shouldn't be getting a minor dragged into this shit. But you're the only one I can rely on. When everything's prepared and ready, I'll give you a call. Later. I'm looking forward to this next encounter. Whatever may happen is anyone's guess. We're dealing with the frickin' Yakuza here. What does that detective think he's doing? He's just trying to get popular, isn't he? He wants to stand out. Just hurry up and arrest the Phantom Thieves already. I'm curious. It seems like he knows something. I bet he found out some really juicy secret. And I wonder what that secret is. Although, I have a pretty good idea what it is, though. And it ain't good.
Told you anything about the investigation?
Well, Sis actually stopped mentioning anything about work in front of me. It's possible I made some sort of mistake. Regardless, I thought over the matter of who we're going to invite for our school festival. I'm considering asking Akechi-kun.
For real?
Seriously?
Weren't you talking about how you didn't want to draw danger to us or whatever?
I understand this is dangerous, but without a powerful source of intel, we won't be able to win against the police network, and I can no longer rely on my sister for information.
Wait, is this because of Akechi-kun's police connections? You're going to use him as your powerful source of intel? Bold move. I'm surprised to hear that suggestion coming from you, Makoto.
Did you see his press conference yesterday? One of his comments defending the Phantom Thieves stood out to me. There is more to this. I think he said that knowing for certain that the Phantom Thieves would be watching.
Still, there will be so many other students at the school festival. What are the odds of success?
It's a gamble, and the odds are less than favorable, but we can no longer afford to hesitate. What are your thoughts? Should we invite Akechi-kun?
Well, it is a dangerous plan. I'll leave it to you.
In that case, I'll do it. Is everyone else okay with that?
I'm good. Whatever he says has got to be more reliable than what I've been able to come up with.
It would be reassuring to gain him as an ally, rather than simply a source of information.
How about a friend with benefits?
How are we even gonna get in touch with him? It's not like we got his contact info.
Actually, I got his number.
For real?
Could you send that my way, please?
Sure thing. I'll send it to everyone, in fact.
I'll contact him right away.
Gotta say, I'm really not big on this Akechi deal.
Me either, but we don't have much of a choice.
Time to be petty.
Just think of him as a source of intel, nothing more.
I have a response already. He says let me think about it.
Wait a sec. Didn't he say he wasn't gonna do any more stuff for the media?
That's likely why he's so hesitant.
What are we gonna do if he turns us down?
I'll keep trying. Maybe frustrating, but he's all we have at the moment. We need him to do it no matter what.
We're counting on you, Makoto.
Who would have thought we'd end up relying on Akechi? Didn't Akechi say he was through making public appearances for now? I wonder if he'll really be interested in our offer. We'll see. The ADP situation is a lot tougher than I thought. I don't know what to do. Can we talk about it? It really depends. Are we gonna hang out? And looks like that's gonna be a yes. Kazooie-san, are you sure you're gonna be okay? I can sense it by just looking at your face. The death aura is emanating a strange light. Please be careful. Okay. Before we hang out, let's get another special bond reading. Just so that way we'll be good to go with you.
Here we go.
Some of you may be wondering, why is it that I'm streaming today, which is a Thursday, rather than tomorrow, which is Friday? And the reason as to why is because tomorrow, Mom and I made plans to do some grocery shopping. So, yeah, we're going to be going out early in the morning. And, yeah, the place is going to be packed. Big time. Holiday shopping, plus everyone gets paid on that day. There's Social Security, stuff like that. It's definitely going to be a fun time. There's something I'd like to talk about. The ADP case is more complicated than I thought. What am I gonna do? Alright, I feel like I need to splash some water into my eye, so excuse me for a few moments, and then I'll be back momentarily. Alright, I'm back. Apologies for the long delay. Well, it wasn't really that long, more like 45 seconds, but still. Just saying, I needed to splash some water in my eyes, especially the left one. Anyway, let's hang out. So, the chairman's pushing me as hard as ever to sell those fake stones. I've been trying to use this as an opportunity to investigate into the ADP seminars so I could expose them. But the deeper I dig, the scarier everything becomes. What have you found? The ADP apparently doesn't profit very much from sales of the Holy Stones. It's nothing more than a front. Most of their revenue actually comes from the seminars. There, they give their patrons some sort of mind-altering drug, after which they're encouraged to donate their life savings to the benefit of the ADP. People have even gone missing after seminars. Families have been torn apart by this madness. Jesus! And I was a part of it all. By selling these fraudulent stones, I was in direct support of their horrible actions. I know this doesn't make up for what I've done, but I want to help the others come to their senses. Barely anyone within the ADP will talk to me, though, and those who do won't actually hear me out. What should I do, Kazooie-san? These people are all heading down a path towards great ruin. There has to be some way I can deal with the chairman. Right, I'll just have to admit to everything that's been going on, even if I get dragged down too. That's the only way. It looks like Chikanya, or whatever her name is, she's not sure how to approach this issue. She might do something rash at this rate. I should take care of the chairman before that happens. I'm the only one who can stop him, right? What is, can you tell me his name? Oh, the chairman? It's Yuchi Fukiari. Why do you ask? Don't worry about it. How strange. It seems the cards have changed somehow. My future is in line with that of the trickster. What does that mean? Even so, my fate remains unchanged. I am destined to stay a monster. I need to take care of the chairman for Chikaya. In other words, we got ourselves another momentous request. Cool. I'll have to think on this for a while. Let's finish for today.
Good night.
Well, good night to you too. Maybe we'll be able to take care of these requests tomorrow? Who knows?
Good morning.
Good morning to you too.
Well...
Senpai, have you been sleeping well? You look kind of tired. It might not be my place to ask, but are you okay? I'm fine.
Yes.
Well, alright then. Oh, that reminds me. The school festival is tomorrow, isn't it? I had no idea that the preparations would take so much work. I underestimated it. But working with everyone to put everything together feels great. I hope we all have a fun time tomorrow. Well, I'm going to do some training today, so please excuse me. Sure thing.
Hey.
You hear who we're getting for our guest this year? Oh, you mean Akechi, right? I kind of saw that coming. Everyone I know voted for him. Didn't he say he wasn't going to make any more appearances, though? Why did he agree to come here? It possibly has to do with the Phantom Thieves. Wasn't Akechi going around saying how evil they were before? Oh yeah, that proves they're connected to our school somehow then. Hey, you're right. Maybe he'll tell us some stuff about the case. No way am I gonna miss the panel this year. They just say whatever they want with no thought. But for now, we'll just need to endure it, at least until we can get some more intel. You know what they say, intel wins wars.
Oh, yes.
I met a friend from college the other day. We got caught up talking about old times. Some of those old stories sounded too crazy to be true now that we've got so many years behind us. Sometimes people have a hard time remembering what's real and what's exaggerated. This kind of stuff happens to you guys too, right? It actually does. But there's a reason for this. This phenomenon has a name too.
How about...
Alright, Kazooie-kun. Yes? From a psychological standpoint, what is a key reason our memories can differ from reality? That would be memory bias.
This is it. Right.
That's right. Impressive. It's a type of kind of bias that can impair or even alter your memories. Specifically, the name of the phenomenon in question is called false memory. So, you don't need to have a witch who is a little girl to have this sort of thing have happen to you? Neat! Like the name implies, it's a case where our brain may generate memories that simply aren't true. That's actually pretty neat. The difference between inaccurate memories and facts can lead to a lot of confusion. Still, if your subconscious desire manifests as a memory, I don't necessarily think that's a bad thing. False memories, huh? But it's totally real to a person, right? What a strange concept. It really is. Sometimes false memories can be good, though. Oh, our grades are out! How'd you do? Damn, I'm dead. Hey, look at that! Look who's got the top score! I wonder what score I got. I'm top of the class!
Hey!
That's amazing! Everyone's gonna have their eyes on you now! Oh yeah. Thank you, Internet. I love cheating. That's a joke. Any word from Akechi? Nothing. But tomorrow is the start of the school festival. Will this be okay? If Akechi-kun declines our offer, we won't have a guest. Huh. That's what you're worried about. I appreciate the concern, but it will be fine. I just need to get Akechi-kun to agree to this somehow. Yep. What's that bastard up to anyways? He hasn't done anything since he said he was going into hiding. I'm not sure. I'll try to explain the circumstances surrounding the school festival to him again. Hopefully he can give me a response by the end of the day. I'll let you know if I make any progress on that front. Maybe we could do the talking for you. Who knows? It may actually work out.
Welcome home.
Honey, I'm home.
You're back awfully late. How has business been for you lately?
Take a look around. Is the Niijima lady doing well?
Unfortunately, we haven't seen each other lately. We had a difference of opinion.
What are your thoughts, Representative Shido?
It doesn't surprise me that people say our country is lethargic. We've let these Phantom Thieves run amok.
That man's voice.
And because they've targeted only prominent figures, our government leaders have been hesitant to act. I apologize for any concern they may have caused, and will henceforth search for an apt countermeasure.
That politician's really honorable. I like how quick he says he's gonna do everything.
This is an important undertaking, and one I intend to confront with every asset available to me. The selfish criminals enacting this social reform are in fact the ones most deserving of reformation. Answering to the interests of the people as hastily as possible is my natural duty as a politician.
Man, this guy is admirable.
Rampant political scandals, thieves on the loose. As sad as it is, this is the state of our nation. We must resolve this problem, and I assure the people of this noble country that I will do just that.
Screw off, dude. I feel I've met that man somewhere before.
What are you standing there staring off into space for? You're creeping me out.
It's nothing. Don't worry about it.
I'm not worried or anything. You're just blocking the store entrance.
That politician is honest and carries an overwhelming amount of charisma. It feels like a trustworthy leader for Japan has finally come forth. Don't you think, boss?
Sorry, wasn't listening.
Criminals, hmm? Well, that must be how he sees it. However, that is ignorant of their true nature.
True nature? What do you mean?
If these people attack others with no remorse, why would they make a teacher and an artist apologize? Could a murder truly have been enacted by the same group? If this Okumura incident was not the Phantom Thieves, if they only change the hearts of criminals, then even though they can't be considered innocent, perhaps my goals are not so different from theirs.
But they are innocent.
I knew there was something special about you. Ever since the first time we met, I feel as though I could tell you anything during our conversations. Oh, that reminds me. I've been invited to a panel at Shujin Academy, and... wait. I'm sure you know that already. Considering it's such a good opportunity, I've decided to accept the offer.
Cool.
Thank you for the coffee. It was delicious.
Glad you liked it.
I'm happy I could see you. I'll be going now.
Nice seeing you too, Akechi, my boy. That kid was going on about some real complicated stuff. He's probably a fair bit smarter than you, huh? More than you'll ever know, my boy. Oh, I didn't notice I had gotten a response from Akechi-kun. He accepted the lecture invitation. I heard. Really? Either way, the real issue is what we do next. The lecture is on the afternoon of the second day, yes? Wait, you're coming to our school festival? It's during my exam week, so I'll be able to go in the afternoon. Can you afford that distraction? How are your studies going? Decently. Incidentally, will that counselor be at the festival as well? Oh, Dr. Maruki? Probably. I see. Finally, I shall witness his skill for myself. Perhaps I should prepare a gift. They say first impressions are everything. It's true. I don't know if he'll be there. If anything gets confirmed, I'll drop you a line. Much obliged. You want to come too, Futaba? Come on, it'll be fun. Seriously? I don't see why not. We should all walk around together tomorrow. That sounds good. At a time like this? This is the perfect chance for us to relax, though. Haru, you sure you're okay? This seems a little soon. I am, thank you. I just always dreamed of walking around my school festival with friends. I suppose if you say it like that, I can resign myself to enjoying our time there too. Thanks, Haru. It's my pleasure. Good old Haru, always trying to lighten the mood. You know what I mean? Don't worry. I didn't say a word about you guys to those dumb cops. So, you did the request I asked you to do? Thanks. For some reason, I can't forget what Akiyama-kun said to me. By the way, I wanted to talk to you about something. Are you free? Yeah, definitely. I just wanted to relax a bit. Let's head over to the park. Sounds good to me.
You know, I've been thinking about what Akiyama-kun said to me. How I've changed. For some reason, I couldn't bring myself to run away back when I saved him. So, I was thinking why that may have been.
Did you find the answer?
Honestly, I was pretty desperate at the time, so I don't remember much. But in the back of my head, I was thinking what you would do in that situation. I mean, you put yourself on the line to stop Kamoshida, and probably other villains too. So, I thought there had to be something I could do myself.
That was courageous.
I was only acting out of fear, though. You know, I've always wanted to change. I wanted to go from a dull nobody everyone messes with to the famous world-renowned hero.
That sounds familiar.
It made me realize something important. Heroes aren't heroes because they're famous. It's because they fight for other people.
It's true.
Looking back on it, what I really wanted to change was the weak me. The me on the volleyball team who let wrongdoing go unpunished, even though I knew it was unjust. The cowardly me who looked the other way when people I knew were in need of help. Tell me the truth. I only changed because you stole my heart, right?
Nobody stole your heart. You changed yourself.
Huh? So the Phantom Thieves didn't make me have a change of heart? Really? But you know what? It's still thanks to you that I was able to change. All this time, I've been looking up to the Phantom Thieves, pretending to be a collaborator, and now I'm finally able to stop pretending. Truth be told, I had given up. I accepted that I was a zero, that my existence was meaningless, but I've learned. I may not be able to change the world, but I can change myself. Whether I sulk about my inability to do anything, or hold my head high and look to the future, my perception shapes the boundaries of my world. It all comes down to what's inside my heart.
Absolutely.
I still mess up every so often, but as long as you're here, I'll be able to stand up again. So, I may not be the best person around, but you can feel free to rely on me at least sometimes. And no matter what the world says, I'll be rooting for you. Just like you were for me.
Thanks, Mishima. I feel a strong bond with him.
I am thou, thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of the moon, granting thee infinite power.
There we go, folks. Mishima's confidant is now complete. And thus we are granted Salvation Wish, which we already had, but whatever. It allows backup party members to earn the same experience as current party members. So, that's pretty awesome. Especially for a first playthrough, this is a godsend. And as a result of that, we also get the opportunity to fuse Sandaphon? I don't even know how to say this name, but regardless, it's the most powerful persona of the Moon Arcana.
You know what? I'm going to find you an awesome request. That's all I can really do for you right now. But I'm working on that documentary too. I even plan on making it into a book someday. I bet anyone who reads about the Phantom Thieves would find the hidden courage within themselves. Maybe that means I can use that book to change people's hearts.
You have to write it first.
Alright, I'm on it. Oh, but before that, I'm hungry. Come on, let's grab a bite to eat on the way home. Maybe a buffet? Wait, no, we should save that for after I get all my book royalties. You better be looking forward to it.
Indeed I am. Alright, now I think the festival officially begins.
The festival seems to be a success.
There's definitely a lot more people than last year.
Well, yeah. This place got famous and all. Phantom Thieves, Kamoshida, Principal Kobayakawa. On top of that, we got Akechi as a guest.
There may be police officers in plainclothes, too. Actually, they probably are here. We better be careful about what we discuss.
Acting like normal students is going to be important.
What do you normally do at a school festival?
Look around at the exhibits and eat stuff?
There's no set rules for this kind of thing. Walk around and hang out, like when we went to the beach.
Just enjoy yourselves.
I think I can do it if I've got everyone with me.
You're so laid back. There's a possibility that your name and Ryuji's have come up.
A number of the teachers had been questioned before, and even we were interviewed the other day too.
Don't let your guard down too much.
It's true that the initial members have been at this for a long time, making it easier to get tracked.
All right.
Now, let's leave it at that. We just need to be mindful about what we're saying, correct?
Oh,
What's up, Makoto?
You seem to be having quite a lot of fun, Haru. You did mention that you were looking forward to this.
I want to go around with everyone and eat at the refreshment stands.
this'll be a great change of pace from all the nasty stuff lately. Shall we head off to the stands then?
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, right. This is your first time at our school festival.
They're pretty good, from what I've heard.
I know a great one. Follow me.
I wonder what this is gonna be like.
This is the place.
Made takoyaki?
New customers! I'll show you all to your seats.
So, it's your classes stand.
It's still a refreshment stand, isn't it?
It's like a deserted island here. Well, I guess it's good for talking since there aren't any people here.
Fair enough.
We heard a lot of rumors even on our way here.
And it was all bullshit.
Here she comes. Act normal.
Who cares? There's nothing normal about this anymore.
Welcome home. May I take your order?
Take my order? What happened to the maid atmosphere?
There are a lot of odd flavors.
Stick to a normal one. I bet they...
I'm so sorry. We sold our last normal one to the previous customer.
The hell?
Well then, I'll have the mentai cheese takoyaki.
I'm sorry. We're out of cod roe.
Then how about the squid?
We're currently out catching squid. It'll probably take another 5 or 6 hours.
Jesus.
That doesn't even sound remotely possible. Ain't this whole menu just a sham?
Actually, we spent most of our budget on making the maid costumes look nice. We didn't put too much effort into the octopus.
Oh, I can see that.
Yuchi, you're making a scene. Then, what would you recommend with what you have now?
That would be the Russian takoyaki.
Ooh.
That, please.
This will take a little time.
Let's forget about the octopus and get back on topic.
On that note, hearing Kamoshida being almost treated like a victim makes me want to eat my stress away.
I've even heard conjecture that the principal was targeted for reasons like he knew too much.
I kept hearing about Goro Akechi's popularity.
All thanks to the Phantom Thieves.
You know, did that Akechi guy agree to show up here because he believes we didn't kill anybody?
Or he may simply love large gatherings.
Could be both.
True. He didn't seem like he minded being pampered by the media at all.
We plan on stealing intel, but we might fall into another trap. I'm gonna be bummed if that happens.
That is possible.
We won't let that happen. Still, it doesn't change the fact that we don't know what Akechi-kun is planning.
Thank you for the wait.
Ooh, it's fresh made.
Fresh made my foot.
I heard a microwave go off.
Thank you.
It's not like I was expecting crispy takoyaki at a school festival or anything. So, what makes this a Russian takoyaki?
Could there be jam in it as a secret ingredient? That sounds quite delicious.
Well, one of these is special.
One of them's obviously red. That's gotta be the one.
Yep.
Dude, don't tell me the Russian part means...
It's like, going for the obvious one is manly.
Is that so?
Well, I'd prefer the most beautifully shaped one. But all of them are misshapen.
Oh, aren't you all going to eat? I think I'll go for the special one.
Wait, is she honestly going for it?
Do you want to go for the red one?
I'll take it.
Ooh, impressive as always.
Oh, everyone's all here.
What's this, Smash Ultimate? Hi, Akechi.
The panel isn't until tomorrow, though.
I came to check out the venue. I can't make any mistakes since a lot of people will be present.
Fair enough.
Someone's eager.
But people ended up recognizing me. Everyone bombarded me with questions.
That's because you were sloppy.
I grew tired of the baseless rumors they kept bringing up, so I escaped to where there weren't any people. I'm going to have one of these.
The special one!
Let's just call this my performance fee.
Yoink.
But...
It's fine.
It's quite the...
Oh my.
Eating it in one bite is a bad idea.
My throat. This is... oh, my stomach. It burns.
Do you need water?
I'm fine. I just love spicy stuff.
Hey, does he sound broken to you?
Oh yeah, totally busted.
Well then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Seriously, Akechi, grab a bottle of water. You're gonna need it.
Wow, he's really trying to hold it together. He's waddling around like some comedian.
It's like he wants to get picked up for some commercial or something.
But did he truly come to simply check the venue? This isn't good. I keep suspecting every little thing.
I know what you mean. I'm doing the same too. I need to do my best tomorrow. We need to somehow get him to be our source of intel. I'm gonna pull this off no matter what.
That Akechi guy, when he got here, didn't he say that everyone's all here? Everyone?
You're just imagining things.
Oh no, she may actually be onto something.
So, I guess we got through all of it okay?
Yes, but the associated mental fatigue was extraordinary. Being cautious takes a lot out of you.
Seriously, I think I'm as tired now as I am after midterms.
I didn't mind any of that. I just love seeing that detective gulp down the special takoyaki. I had fun as well, since I got to spend time with you all.
What would you like to do now, Haru? Walk around a little more?
I appreciate the gesture, but I'm satisfied with stopping here. Why don't we go home and rest up? We'll have to deal with Akechi-kun again tomorrow, after all. I have to agree. What will his next move be?
Only one way to find out.
Oh?
Wait. Banjo, Yusuke's missing. Where did he wander off to? Always doing whatever he pleases. Think he's still checking out all the festival stalls?
Let's head back.
Well, I'm sure he'll be fine. This is Yusuke we're talking about. Let's head home. Excuse me. Are you Dr. Takoto Maruki, correct? Huh? Oh, yes. My name is Yusuke Kitagawa. I'm a student in the Fine Arts Division at Kosei High. I do apologize for interrupting your day, but ever since Ryuji and An first spoke of you, I've grown quite intrigued. Now I wish to speak with you as well. Oh, Sakamoto-kun and Takamaki-san.
Quite.
Well, I'm flattered that you've taken an interest in me. You're here about the counseling, correct?
Indeed.
Correct. Now, teach me how to unshackle the human heart and glimpse into its endless abyss. Whoa, hold on there. How should I put this? Your enthusiasm is appreciated, but I suspect there is a high misunderstanding about what I do. I apologize. I simply couldn't contain my excitement. Would you still permit me to witness your counseling skills in action? That's not really allowed.
How about it?
How about this? Why not try out my counseling yourself instead? Me? Of course, there's no charge. All you'd have to do is chat with me for a bit.
Well then.
Very well. You and I shall go head to head. I'm not sure what you think happens in counseling, but, there won't be any of that. I see. So you were Monterame sons. It's in the past. How curious. I never imagined counseling to be like this. Well, I'd say this is less counseling and more about building a rapport. When someone first comes to see me, we always start with them telling me a bit about themselves. A method of self-reflection that relies on speaking with another person so as to sort through one's own emotions. That's rather similar to the internal cross-examination I perform when working on my art. There really shouldn't be any cross-examining in a proper counseling session, though. I just do my best to guide patients in a positive direction so they can improve their lives. At the very least, I talk them through their problems so they can make the correct choices for themselves. I see. However, if you're the one leading them to their conclusions, are they truly making the choices for themselves? Isn't that just submitting to another person's will? In all honesty, I'm sure there are people out there who think that. But life in this world confines people to certain frames of mind sometimes, and without them even realizing it. If I can help lift that weight off their shoulders and free their minds, I believe the results are worth it.
Indeed. Thank you.
Thank you very much for speaking with me. This has been been the most valuable experience.
Oh, yes.
Before you go, Kitagawa-kun, what would you say is your greatest wish in life at the moment? Would it be success as an artist? No, that's not it. The only desire I have for my art is for it to improve throughout my efforts. I see. Then what would you wish for? I would wish for the world to see my mother's painting for the masterpiece it is, no matter how briefly. And if at all possible, I would also wish to meet a wonderful master, one who could take me in and guide my brush with care. I see.
Alright.
At any rate, I must be going now, so please excuse me. I hope we meet again someday. Once again, that is another counseling session that was fully voiced, but again, due to rewrites, most likely, that is probably the reason why it's not voiced anymore. Funny enough, the voice lines are in the game's files still, they just go unused. So, there you go. Tomorrow's the moment of truth, Akechi's panel. Apologies for suddenly disappearing like that. The legend of the Lost Inari has come to an end. Where the hell were you? Did you seriously get lost? I saw a man who resembled Dr. Maruki, so I went to see him. So he was there. Did you go to his counseling? Yes, it was certainly not what I was expecting. Once this is all over, I think I'd like to go to another session. Try not to cause him any trouble, alright? I'll do my best. Are you all at home? Yeah. Are you still at school, Yusuke? No, I just got back to the dorm. I'm getting ready for bed. Already? Is that unusual? Tomorrow is Akechi-kun's panel after all. An early night means he'll be able to concentrate tomorrow. That's true. We'll need to stay focused tomorrow. We'll have to stay calm no matter what he says. Right, I'll keep that in mind. It's really up to Makoto to get as much information as we can from Akechi. We'll have to make sure we don't miss anything. That's very true. Oh, hello. Photo time! This is when we were at the school stand. Wow, that's actually a really nice photo. Man, even whatever the hell that is, looks high class when Haru's eating it. Please, you're exaggerating. I think this is my first time having whatever that is from a food stand, though. It was more delicious than I imagined. It was. It wasn't the instant stuff, but still good. Yeah, don't know why, but food from a stall is always weirdly tasty. Speaking of, where are the pictures of us on? You got pics of us too, right? How about the ones you took of Banjo's Yakashoba? With the big red mountain of ginger. Oh, no, that one went straight into the trash. I had dry sweated all over my teeth. Or dry seaweed. Nice. That's actually pretty funny now that I think about it.
Okay.
All we can do now is hope Makoto does well at tomorrow's panel. I'm sure she'll pull through one way or another.
Hey.
Alright.
Make sure you close up.
Alrighty. I guess while Kawakami's making us some more good old coffee, might as well do some more training up here in our room. One thing I wonder is, does Kawakami hear us working out up here? And if she does, I wonder why she hasn't questioned us. Then again, maybe she respects our privacy and just doesn't intrude on our business? That is a very real possibility. Well, anyway, on to the next day, which is the Day of Truth. The panel. The panel with Akechi.
Well then, we will now begin today's panel. Our guest of honor is Goro Akechi.
I feel kind of bad considering how many people have gathered. I'm sure you all would have been happier to have a singer or a mascot appear, wouldn't you say?
We'd appreciate if you could tell us about your experiences with the notorious Phantom Thieves. It'd be wonderful if you could let us hear more about your actual investigative process.
I'm not used to being the one interrogated, so please go easy on me.
How much do you think he knows?
A lot.
He talks about the Phantom Thieves are dangerous, yet he says they haven't committed any murders. Either he has an idea who the true culprit is, or he has uncovered the identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Come on, Makoto. You gotta get it out of him.
As much as you're allowed to say, would you tell us how far along your investigation is on them?
Getting right to the point, I see. Well, if it's as much as I'm allowed to say, then everything on TV and the internet is all of it. We don't have any leads yet, and the methods behind their crimes are still unclear.
I see. Even with this country's power, arresting them is proving to be difficult. Is that the case?
I wouldn't phrase it that way, but, well, something like that.
Thank you for answering that question. By the way, it seems you've denied a correlation between the Phantom Thieves and the murders. Why the sudden change? Until now, haven't you upheld your stance that the Phantom Thieves are dangerous? How are you so positive that they haven't committed murder?
Aren't you a little too comfortable interrogating people? Why, it's as if you're a prosecutor.
Excuse me. This is something I've personally been interested in, so I couldn't help it. But won't you tell us? What reason is there that you'd claim their innocence when you previously stated they were unjust?
Mako-chan's really pressing for an answer.
She's pelting him with questions.
Mm-hmm.
Every person whose heart they changed have truly been criminals, including Okumura. Why then was he the only one who needed to be killed?
Why is that?
I must admit, I couldn't deduce a reason. That's why I believe that case should be thought of as if a different party is responsible. And if, this is all hypothetical, mind you, if the Phantom Thieves are the ones I know of, I can't possibly imagine they would kill anyone.
Oh.
Your comment just now. Does this mean the police have already identified who they are?
Oh, no. The police haven't gotten that far yet. But I have my own conclusions about the true identities of the Phantom Thieves.
Oh dear.
He's gotta be bluffing.
Pipe down. He's lying, right?
I don't think so.
The truth.
You're not going to ask me who they are?
It may have repercussions on the investigation. Are you sure you can share that with us?
It's only my personal opinion, so announcing that here wouldn't pose a problem. However, there is a possibility that everyone present will hear the truth before the police or media.
The truth? What's he planning on saying?
Good question.
That's quite the confidence you have. You're so certain? Then very well. I'd like to ask you then. Who do you think the Phantom Thieves are, Akechi-san?
That idiot!
No. There's no way he could have any evidence.
They're people you all know quite well. The identity of the Phantom Thieves are... it's mine. I apologize for the interruption, but I can't turn off my phone due to my job. Would you mind if I step away for about 10 minutes or so?
I'm terribly sorry, everyone, but we'll be taking a break. We'll resume the panel in 10 minutes.
Please don't troll me online for this interruption, okay? Is there a room I may use?
There's the PE faculty office.
I want you to come too. There's a matter I want to discuss. Your friends from yesterday are here, aren't they? Can you bring them too, if that's all right?
Did you set this up?
We only have 10 minutes, you know.
Yeah, Akechi definitely knows something.
What do you want to talk about?
What the frick?
That's gotta be shopped! I have video footage too. Please, let's not feign ignorance. All of you can go to that other world too, yes?
What are you talking about?
As I just said, I know everything. I also know that when you traverse over there, your appearance changes as well. It's because of those mysterious powers, isn't it? I found out about that world about a month ago. This had been installed onto my phone without my knowledge.
Well, damn.
It's the nav. When the app activated on its own, the scenery around me suddenly changed. Quite frankly, I still can't believe it myself. But from the look of these photos, all of you seem quite used to it.
We've been listening to you blab on for a while now, but cut the delusional...
All of you are acting as Phantom Thieves in the metaverse. I can say so with conviction because I have the same power as you.
The same power? It's not us, though.
No matter what you say, my belief won't change. In all honesty, I've been curious about you since the time of the Madarame case. But to think it would end up like this.
We didn't kill anyone!
I believe that as well.
How can you be so sure?
Because I saw another. The real culprit.
Thanks for the no one.
For real?
Who was it?
I couldn't identify his face. He had a mask on, after all. Actually, when I took these photos, I entered that world too. That's when I saw someone else moving about, besides all of you. He shot at me the moment he noticed me.
That's who killed President Okumura?
Most likely. At the very least, I was almost killed by him. I can't die here. I need to determine the truth. When those thoughts overcame me, I awakened to that power. A most fortunate accident.
This guy has a persona too?
This cat.
Hmm?
I swear, it just talked.
Morgana, our teammate who taught us about the metaverse.
Really? This is unbelievable. But it is true that you know things that I don't. Say, Morgana, were you also the one who instructed them on how to change people's hearts? I experienced that world too. But I still haven't solved that mystery yet.
We go in the metaverse, we call them palaces, to steal the core of their desires, their treasure, and those whose treasure has been stolen have a change of heart.
Ah. There's certainly no way anyone could figure out such an MO.
Anyways, back to what you were talking about. Are we in this mess because of that guy?
Although I don't completely understand the method, all you do is simply reform people. Someone else is behind the murders. However, the police have decided that the Phantom Thieves did it. They'll arrest you at this rate.
They're going to treat me as my father's murderer?
I can't overlook such a grave mistake, which is precisely why I want us to strike a deal. I may be able to save you from this situation.
What are you going on about?
I would like you to cooperate with me on investigating the truth.
And if we decline?
Then I think I'll have to inform the police about all of you. Along with that video I mentioned.
This ain't no deal, it's blackmail!
It's an ultimatum.
You will. This is the method that I believe is correct. The justice I uphold will not tolerate criminals who kill people at their leisure.
Justice.
You've heard that Sae-san is the one spearheading the investigation about you Phantom Thieves, correct? The higher-ups are concerned only with settling the case. They want to capture the culprits behind the psychotic breakdown incidents and end the commotion. Those are the ones who are putting pressure on Sae-san. I can only imagine her impatience.
What of evidence that we did it? How do they intend on proving it?
Even if there's no objective explanation to the method, it's over once causality is established. Sae-san can't make rational judgments at the moment. If she were to be cornered, well, she may even make up a confession.
Make it up?
Oh, sweet Jesus.
So, they're gonna make it all our fault? Just because they feel like it?
We haven't killed anyone, though!
And that's what we call a corrupted justice system.
You'll be found guilty if you're caught, and it will be treated as a very serious crime.
Bullshit! None of that makes any sense!
Unfortunately, there's nothing I can do alone anymore to stop the flow of things.
And that's why you want our cooperation.
Yes. In return, I'll turn a blind eye to what you've done. Those are my conditions. That said, I ask that you disband the Phantom Thieves after this.
What should we do about Akechi-san's proposal?
Is that the only way?
I can understand how you feel. It must be hard making a decision on the spot like this. Well, you don't have to decide at the moment. Considering this is you we're talking about, I believe you'll come to a favorable reply. I'm glad we could talk. It's been a while since I've been able to spend such a meaningful time like this. I look forward to your answer. It was definitely worth coming today, for various reasons. We should be getting back. About that, I'm sorry. Would it be acceptable if we ended the panel here? The reason why you called for me in the first place was because you wanted intel, correct?
How did you know?
This is concluded as well.
I'll deal with it somehow.
Damn it! He had complete control over us!
Hey, they're going.
It's true, they are. However, something is definitely up with Akechi, if you know what I mean. I mean, his reaction... I mean, sure, Kasumi's reaction with Morgana being able to speak and all is more genuine, if you know what I mean, but Akechi just sounded like he knew about Morgana and his ability to speak. Not just that, but he's definitely one of those kinds of suspicious people. I mean, I get the fact that he's a prince detective and all that crap, but even so, I don't think he can be trusted. I mean, sure, he may seem like a nice guy outside of his job, but when it comes to things like this, and considering the current situation, there's something more to him than meets the eye, if you know what I mean. And if you're wondering what this is all about, don't worry, it will be answered later.
I'm sorry about the sudden break. An urgent task came in. So, I truly apologize about this, but I'll have to end things here today.
To make up for the time that was planned for this panel, the Rakugo Research Club will instead be...
I can't say anything in detail regarding the Phantom Thieves investigation, but I feel another great stride will occur again soon. I hope you all continue to pay attention to what happens.
Let's have a big round of applause for today's guest, Goro Akechi.
Was that really our best course of action?
He totally used Makoto's suggestion against us.
Indeed. We intended to get intel out of him, but to think it would play out like this.
So what? We'll just accept his deal?
He's got evidence on us. We really don't have a choice.
It's true.
Damn it! What are we gonna do?
Calm down, Ryuji.
How am I supposed to calm down? What are we gonna do?
What's done is done. We'll have to cool our heads and think more on this. We must make up our minds by the time he contacts us again.
We need to give this a lot of thought.
We really do. And considering everything that's going on.
Occurrences followed in succession earlier this spring. Although things have quieted down until recently, several incidents have occurred once again. Furthermore, new information has come to light about the suspect who suffered sudden mental shutdown. He had received a calling card from the Phantom Thieves.
Why did Futaba have something like this?
If a calling card was delivered, we can only assume that the Phantom Thieves are behind it. If so, those occurrences back in spring can be attributed to them as well. Moreover...
I knew it. She's... Oh, God.
So, it appears that Sojiro has us figured out. Either that, or something else more sinister is involved.
Is about to begin in the gymnasium.
Please join us, everybody. Post-festival party? I thought this thing was over. Nobody invited you to it, so let's just go home.
Sounds good.
Huh?
Oh, hi, Kasumi.
Aren't you going to the post-festival party?
I was about to head out.
Since we've run into each other on our own, why not go together? People say these kinds of events should be enjoyed with others, so let's go have some fun.
Okay, sure. I don't see anything going wrong here.
It seems like it's already begun. Let's get in there, Senpai!
Oh yeah.
And now, it's time for your favorite Shuji tradition. The Student Sharing Special! But, before that, we've decided to change things up this year. We've got a huge surprise for you all. Members of the dance club, come on down.
You gotta admit, this is pretty cool. Especially the shirts. I wonder if this is some subliminal messaging.
Just standing around while everyone dances is embarrassing. Senpai, let's do it!
It's showtime! Time to bust my moves! Damn! Gotta say, Joker's a great dancer. Hopefully they won't turn this into some sort of spin-off dancing game. Oh wait! That actually happened.
Hey, you're Yoshizawa-san, right? The first year? We've got a little favor to ask you.
And what would that be?
Got it. I'm in. Senpai, I'll be back soon. They've asked me to help them with something.
Sure.
Over here, and watch what happens.
Okay. I'm looking forward to seeing it.
Yo, who's that? Huh?
Righteous.
Crazy.
Do a flip! Guess not. No flip today. Oh! Nice moves. Why don't we join in? I left the party with Kasumi to cool off a bit outside.
That was so exhausting, but what a blast! I feel like I danced my heart out back there.
I could tell.
Thank you.
Wow,
dance was amazing.
I know, right? I was totally blown away. It's my dad. He's telling me to come home before it gets too late. Sorry to leave you like this, but I have to get going.
That's alright. Want me to walk you?
Thank you. I'll be alright though. The post-festival party was so much fun. Especially with you. See you soon.
See you later, Kasumi. It was fun hanging out with you, too. We should definitely do it again sometime. The gym's quieted down. Looks like the dance is over. I ought to head home. But the question is, will we actually be able to go home? I guess that's a no. The post-festival party is about to begin. Would you like to go together? I tried to think about what happened earlier, but that has gotten me nowhere. So, I could use a change of pace. How about it? It looks like I've received some messages. Yo, you want to go to the post-festival party and try to calm down? We can't really decide on what Akechi was saying anyway. I'm still pretty pissed though. Well, Mishima's here with me. You should join us. Who should I go to the post-festival party with? Either Haru or Ryuji and Mishima. How about we hang out with Ryuji? I'll be there. Alright, let's get our mind off this shit. See you at the gym. I should head there.
Alright, that was a great performance by the dance club. Everybody give them another round of applause.
That sucked.
And now it's time for your favorite Shujin tradition, the student sharing special. Round of applause, everyone.
They're doing this again?
All right, who has something to say? Anyone? Anyone?
Over here! Over here! This guy's got something.
Who?
What?
Where is this guy? I can't seem to find him. Oh well. Blondie, step on up here.
What?
Good luck.
For real?
Come, everyone's waiting.
Damn it.
And what is your name?
Sakamoto.
Sakamoto-kun. You look like someone filled to the brim with pent-up anger towards society. Anyway, on with the show. What would you like to share with us today, Sakamoto-kun? Sakamoto-kun?
Huh?
What's this? Our Sakamoto-kun may look tough, but it turns out he has a nasty case of stage fright. Here, I'll give you a question. Do you think the Phantom Thieves are really Shujin students? Huh?
Oh my.
We're all dying to know what Akechi-kun was going to say about their true identities. So, are they from Shujin? What do you think, Sakamoto-kun?
Ryuji's in trouble. He might accidentally spill the beans about the Phantom Thieves. Hey, to change the subject, and fast. You have a girlfriend?
Who would be interested in that? Dick. You over there. Would you like to join in?
Sure, okay. There's someone I like.
The hell?
What are you gonna say? What should I shout? Let's see. Oh, I know. I love Morgana. Oh, in that case, no, you idiot! No one knows us, and this mood is getting way too weird. Come on, just quit it, please.
Excuse me, do you have anything?
Apparently not.
I guess that's the end of that. Let's move on to the next person, shall we? Let's give him a nice round of applause.
More like a soft golf clap.
Sakamoto-kun. Turns out you're just a big chicken, huh? I'm gonna kill you if you don't shut it.
You're back to normal.
No, I can't stop laughing. Dude. By the way, I would have been totally effed if you hadn't said something. Thanks.
You're welcome.
You mean you were nervous? But you're the brilliant Sakamoto-kun. Damn it, I'm going home. Oh yeah, this ain't really the best way of thanking you, but here, take this.
Thank you. Got ourselves a Ryuji dog.
We're deep in shit dealing with Akechi, and he gets to just laugh his ass off. Huh. I'm kind of jealous.
True.
Later. Oh, wait!
I gotta say, I'm definitely more of a fan of this turnout than hanging out with Haru. Just saying. That was definitely a really fun time. Hope you enjoyed it too. Haven't a lot of people been losing their minds lately? Yeah, there's been a sudden increase. I bet it's because of that fan site. I heard the victims were on the rankings there. We should really be blaming the people who requested it. I don't know.
Welcome home. You took off somewhere during the festival, huh? I tried to find you, but I gave up pretty quickly.
I don't blame you.
Taba? What are you doing here in front of the store?
I needed to calm my brain. My thoughts were getting out of hand. Not just Akechi, but other stuff too. We're in deep trouble unless we can do something soon. But anyway, I was just thinking about going inside, so your timing is perfect. Let's go.
Okay, let's do it.
The mass media has been causing quite a commotion lately. No countermeasure for the Phantom Thieves, the sorry state of the police, destruction of safety. They're saying whatever they want. So, how's the investigation progressing? Any clues yet?
Nothing that leads to a firm conviction yet.
What's going on here? Didn't you say that you were sure about closing this case? And I thought I told you that failure won't be tolerated. Well, this is troublesome. If things continue at this rate, never mind a promotion. We'd have to let you go entirely.
But sir...
I had high expectations for you. But it seems this task was too much to handle for someone so young. We may need to reform the operation as well, since the selected personnel for this...
Please, let me see this through to the end. This case is something that I've always...
I know that you've been at this for a while now. Even before the police spared us the staff for it. If you can manage an arrest, I've made special arrangements so that you can question them personally. That's what you want, isn't it? The leadership of this country is about to change. We can't let this case carry over into their term. I'll make myself clear again. Failure isn't an option. We need results.
I understand.
You're allowed to take some bold measures if you need to. We need good results, no matter what.
Hmm.
Oh. One more thing. If the unexpected happens to occur, contact me immediately.
To you, sir?
I said that failure isn't an option, didn't I?
I wonder what he means by the unexpected.
Yes. Everything is proceeding as planned.
Oh boy.
Sojiro?
I was cleaning up and found this. This is a calling card, right? I read about it online, too.
You went into my room without my permission?
I'll apologize as much as you want later. So, what is this?
That's...
Is it something to get flustered over? I knew it. This isn't just some game you're playing. Why aren't you saying anything?
Why did you keep it? I mean, it was memorable.
Explain.
Explain.
Can't tell me?
Explain. Hey, if this keeps up, Futaba's...
I'll explain everything.
I'm talking to Futaba here, you know. I'll get right to the point. Is this a real one? Did they trigger a change of heart in you? How about it?
Ever since Mom died, there was no exit. I was trapped in a labyrinth of my heart. I knew I had to leave it, but I couldn't do it by myself.
Futaba. Here, sit down. I can at least listen to what you have to say.
The Phantom Thieves saved me. They stole my messed up heart. It's the same as Mom's research. They changed my cognition.
Seriously? Wakaba's research about altering one's cognition. I wondered about it myself, too. But still.
When did you notice?
When she said she was going to go to the beach out of nowhere. Even the doctors had thrown in the towel. At first, I just chalked it up as other kids being a better support for you than any adult. But as I kept watching the tabloid shows here, day in and day out, a thought crossed my mind. I thought your case kind of seemed similar to what these Phantom Thieves were doing.
Wow.
I'm still your guardian, you know. I'd never overlook such a drastic change in your behavior.
Sojiro.
But to think that Wakaba's research and the Phantom Thieves changing hearts were about the same thing. Back in the day, I used to be a government official. My job was to be the bridge between the country and the lab that Wakaba worked at. It's around that time that I got to know her. She said something odd when we were out drinking, that one of these days, she might die a bizarre death. Who wouldn't take that as a joke? I just laughed it off. But it happened exactly as she said. If anything were to happen to you, I'd feel like I let her down. There's something I want to ask you. Judging from your attitude, you knew about this calling card, didn't you? You should have known that Futaba had a change of heart through the Phantom Thieves as well. Is there a connection between you and them? The first incident of a change of heart was a teacher at your school. The kid who brought that painting here was a pupil of that artist who had a change of heart, wasn't he? And then, there's Futaba. You always seem to be linked to these incidents somehow. Got anything to say?
You're sharp. Sorry for keeping quiet.
You know what people call them? Criminals. Why did you introduce such dangerous people to Futaba?
not true! I asked them! That's why he saved me! He stole my heart!
Asked? Stole?
Too late.
Wait, are you saying that he's the one who changed your heart? He doesn't just deal with the Phantom Thieves, he's actually one of them? You're pulling my leg, aren't you?
I'm a Phantom Thief.
Are you serious? You really are a Phantom Thief? Oh, for crying out loud!
Sojiro!
So, basically, I've been sheltering a Phantom Thief for the last 6 months. And on top of that, Futaba's involved too. What the hell?
I want to find the culprit who killed my mom!
Wait, killed?
She was killed! I remember it now!
Stop this nonsense!
Why won't you believe me? Are you the same as everyone else? Didn't you know already? The way Mom died wasn't normal! Didn't you notice that her research was stolen by someone? Sojiro!
When she passed away, I did think it was odd. It was awfully fishy. But what could I do? All I was able to do was run from it all. Run away, hide, and end up here as some old guy running a cafe. To be frank, I took you in for my own good. Like I didn't somehow make up for what I'd done. It's basically my fault that you got burdened with all this crap.
It's not your fault, Sojiro.
I acted like a baby, lectured, even yelled at you kids. And I end up getting consoled by her. God, real pathetic, aren't I?
No, not at all. That's not true.
I mean, the one who killed Mom's the one at fault.
I see. Don't worry. Even if you are the real Phantom Thieves, I have no intention of reporting or kicking you out. I mean, who would believe such a story? Unless they catch you red-handed, it's impossible to explain that you're the Phantom Thieves. Let me just say one thing, though. Immediately back out of a fight that you can't win.
Why?
Just do as I say. If, by chance, you pissed off the same guys that killed Wakaba, then they're not someone that kids like you can deal with. Listen to reason, all right?
Sure. Okay.
We're done talking about this. Come on. Time to eat. All that yelling's gotten me hungry.
To be quite frank, I'm hungry myself.
Whew. If he turned us in, that would have jeopardized our operation. Still, we should tell the others about what just happened.
Yeah, we definitely should.
Tired.
What's kind of interesting is in the animation, aka the anime for this was spread out between 2 different episodes. The first one, Ren, aka Joker, dodged the question. And I don't think Futaba was even in the scene. Then again, maybe she was, and I just don't remember. Regardless, during the first scene, Sojiro questioned Joker about the whole thing and the Phantom Thieves, the calling card, etc., etc. And the second time that was brought up, I think it was a time when Ren was hanging out with Sojiro. And I'm not exactly sure how that went. It has been a while since I've last seen the anime, so it only makes sense. Regardless, I figure I'd bring it up. What? He knows everything? You gotta be fucking kidding! Wait, are you okay? Did he report you or anything? We likely won't be receiving these messages if Banjo was not okay. I had a feeling that boss was no ordinary man. But he didn't recommend you turn yourself in, did he? I think if, in that case, we can consider him a new ally. I'm more curious about what he mentioned to you. You mean how our enemy might be the same people who targeted Futaba's mother? Yes. She was killed by a mental shutdown, the same method used by the culprit we pursue now. Wait a second, though. Didn't you say Boss had to run from it all? Does that mean someone was trying to stop the news from getting out? Who could do that? Who do you think the culprit could be? I would say a government official. Ain't you letting your imagination run wild a bit? But it would make sense. Wait a sec. If you're right, then wouldn't the police be working for him too? That's not impossible. This is getting too big for me to even think about. Can we really win this?
We're gonna win, no matter what.
You're damn right we're gonna win this. Apologies for that. I was just trying to fix my blanket. I guess the chief had an inkling after all. It's true.
Sorry.
It's my fault. All this happened because I kept the calling card. It's so late already. Is Sojiro still awake? This is kind of awkward. Go home or he'll worry. I'm going home now. I'm gonna go home now. Night. Good night, Futaba. Get some rest. It looks like we managed to avoid the worst possible situation. Yeah.
Nice.
That was definitely a really rough night, let me tell you. I can see the fatigue on your face. Let's just go to sleep already. Go the F to sleep. Let's call it a day and go to bed. Good idea. Especially after everything that happened, you never know. Alright, on to the next day.
That concludes the speech given by Representative Masayoshi Shido, who may be forming a new party. We now resume our coverage of the Phantom Thieves, the suspects for Mr. Okumura's death and others. The police have designated the Phantom Thieves as the country's most wanted fugitives, and have decided to reward anyone with information leading to the capture of the Phantom Thieves.
Look.
Those who provide information will be offered a reward of 30 million yen. And considering the high amount, it shows how extraordinary the situation has become.
God damn.
Supplied by the police and the families of the victims. Further,
if I report you to the police and they arrest you, I supposedly get 30 million yen for it.
You gonna report us?
I hope you understand the situation you're in. Even people who didn't have an interest before will be on the lookout for the Phantom Thieves. And it'll happen every day, even at school. Why did this happen?
I'm sorry.
This isn't about me. Well, how do I put this? I'm sorry I didn't realize it. It's also my responsibility that this happened. All I can do now is give you shelter. Just don't become desperate and do something reckless, all right?
I know. Don't worry.
I won't sell you out. As long as you're here, there's nothing to worry about.
I feel bad about what we've done to the chief. I'm responsible too.
Did you see that reward? Perhaps we put too much pressure on them. With this, the Phantom Thieves have become public enemy #1. Exactly. That will be when their curtain falls.
Oh boy. Things have officially gone from bad to worse. I can't believe how big the bounty is. We should look for the Phantom Thieves ourselves. Akechi suggested they go to this school, right? Yeah, but let's not. There's been too many mental shutdowns as it is. It'll probably be the end of us if we start sniffing around now. But 30 million yen? Man, just let me dream a little. Seriously though, that is a lot of money for a bounty. But even so, it's kind of crazy how things are turning out right now. Yo, you see the news? I had braced myself for this possibility. Actually, having a wanted notice out for us feels kind of weird. I'm not sure we're gonna get away this time. Our backs are truly against the wall now. Discussing it here won't do us any good, though. Let's talk more in person. That would be best. That way we don't raise any suspicion, if you know what I mean.
We're wanted now, and the reward's 30 million yen? What is this, a comic book? It feels so unrealistic I can't help but laugh.
We're finally being treated as actual criminals.
I'm positive now. Remember all of those what-ifs I mentioned before? All of this was truly set up. How President Okumura ranked first, the fad before that, even Medjed. It was all to make the Phantom Thieves famous. On top of that, we were lured to target Okumura.
Yeah, the enemy likely planned to lay the blame on us from the start, after we gained popularity.
Then what about everything we've done until now? Are the people whose hearts we changed and thought were corrupt actually not?
No, because of Yusuke and I. The Madarame and Kaneshiro cases were coincidental. Wasn't that the case with Kamoshida, too? Considering what happened with the rankings, only the previous target would have been used to lure us.
Mm-hmm.
What a cheap trick to use.
Cheap? It's nothing of the sort. There's the fake Medjed and the site's altercation. They might have even engineered the fad around us. So much time and effort has been put into this. President Okumura probably wasn't their only target. Perhaps they intend to place all blame of past and future psychotic breakdowns on our group.
That's why I said we shouldn't jump into things so carelessly.
What, so this is my fault? Even you agreed to it in the end. And there was that thing with Haru at the time. How are we supposed to ignore that, huh?
I'm sorry. This was all because I one-sidedly decided that my father was a criminal. All I could think about was my fiancé. If I had only been able to cope with it more calmly.
Haru?
It's not Haru's fault. I should have spoken up too when Principal Kobayakawa died.
Damn it! This is bullshit! God! Fuck! Ah!
Ryuji! Taking out your frustration on things doesn't help anyone!
Hey, what do you think? Why did we lose? What did we do wrong?
We lost sight of our goal.
It's probably because we weren't acting like ourselves.
Agreed. At the time, we only cared about the opinion of the general public.
Yeah, that really is it.
Mm-hmm.
I was so caught up in making a name for ourselves. I'm such an idiot! I became a phantom thief because I hated those same kinds of adults!
To think we had begun clinging onto fame and a place to belong that our eyes had become clouded.
We were meant to be the righteous phantom thieves, but we lost sight of our original cause.
I'm so irritated with myself.
We all are.
Makoto.
Damn it! I know that we've been set up, and that I was a complete idiot too! But still, it's so damn frustrating! Of course I want to do something about this!
Yeah. We'll be in deep water at this rate. However, we have no idea who we're up against, and whether they're an individual or an organization.
Furthermore, they must be in a position of power, or have powerful backers if they can go so far.
Are we really a match for this?
Should we end this now?
What do you mean?
I mean, things might get worse for everyone. Hey, what should we do?
We'll overcome this.
Yeah, be dumping everything we stand for just to save our own asses.
I see.
I take back what I just said. I can't let it end like this. Absolutely not like this.
Good.
Looks like we're settled on what we want to do. All that's left is how we go about it.
Yeah.
All right.
Hey, it's me.
What's up, Ryuji?
About me yelling earlier, being framed, and the added bounty. It all felt like such bullshit. I lost it. I'm sorry.
I don't mind. I know how you feel.
You too? It is confusing. We're wanted criminals now. Maybe I haven't changed at all since that time we went up against Kamoshida. I wanted to be a Phantom Thief because I thought even someone like me could be a hero. It made me so happy to be depended on. Guess it all went straight to my head. I thought I could do anything if it was for justice, but that'd make me no different from our targets. I called them shitbags, but I must be the shittiest of shitbags. I can't even joke about it.
You can still change.
You're right. I can start by changing who I am now. Thanks. I feel like I can think straight now. Oh, I scared Haru and Futaba, didn't I? I'll have to apologize to them soon. See ya.
Alright. See you later. What's up now? I got a message from Akechi-kun. He wants us to gather at LeBlanc tomorrow after school. Who does he think he is, trying to boss us around like that? Tomorrow? That's sudden. This is directly after the reward announcement. There must be a calculated reason for this too. We'll be okay, right? We'll manage. Yeah, we're going to overcome this together. Regardless, I don't want anyone disturbing our peace anymore. Well, let's go about this calmly. We'll see... Well, see you all tomorrow.
We've reached a crucial moment. There's no point fretting about it now, though. Let's just stay calm and wait for tomorrow.
Agreed. Tomorrow is a new day, and thus we may be able to come up with a new plan. We can't let things end here. We need to figure out who's behind everything.
Nice.
I definitely agree when it comes to that. I'll be counting on you. I got this. I wouldn't have expected anything less from you. I knew making you our leader was the right call. I'm glad that you feel that way, Mona. Now then, unfortunately we can't make any more curry for the time being, but we can still make some coffee. But I am going to have Kawakami do it. Hey, isn't that President Okumura? Or is that a... This is rather peculiar. President Okumura is supposed to be dead. I wonder if that's an error in the game, or if that's like a previous broadcast. It's probably the latter, just a previous broadcast talking about Okumura foods or something like that. Who knows? Even so, it is rather peculiar that we have an image of Okumura now. Alright. I guess we've been doing this so often now that we're gaining 8 HP for every workout that we do. So, pretty cool. And I think the max you can get out of it is 9 HP overall, so keep that in mind. And by overall, I mean out of your first go.
An issue in which criminals do whatever they want under the name of justice cannot be left alone. Only now does the government speak of taking countermeasures. But their actions are too little, too late. The government as it stands has been left behind the times. It is obsolete. We don't have to go down with a sinking ship. We have the power to change this. Let us end this chaos through my hands and yours.
He's a politician of the ruling party, isn't he?
I heard they're splitting up to form a new party, so an election might come before the year's end.
I'm gonna vote this time for sure. This man has my support.
You haven't voted until now? That's problematic as a member of society, you know.
Politics just never interested me before. But this politician seems pretty amazing. He's passionate and thinks of the future. I mean, someone like that should be prime minister. I'm definitely voting for him.
Well, I suppose that makes sense, since the other politician seems so unreliable.
Oh, man. Gotta love them politics, am I right? Oh, boy.
When you say that you want us to cooperate with you, what exactly do you intend us to do?
That's a good question. But might I have a cup of coffee first?
Quit effing around!
Please keep this short.
There's a bounty for information in addition to the arrest warrant. Those are quite desperate measures.
They are.
I'm referring to Sae-san's actions. I assume all of you are at your wits' end as well. She must be considerably vexed if she's gone that far. Make headlines with the arrest warrant, then use incentives to get testimonies. It's not a bad method.
The police have nothing on us. There's no way they can make an arrest.
True. I'm the only one who's ascertained your true identities. However, the groundwork for fabricating testimonies and concocting a culprit are underway.
We don't care about that self-gratification. Get on with it.
I'll be blunt. I'm thinking of triggering a change of heart in Sae-san. I've already discovered that she has a palace.
Huh? Really?
Is this to prevent the investigation agency's recklessness?
Precisely.
Still, there's no need to change her heart just for that.
Indeed. It's hard to believe that a single person can fabricate all that.
Unfortunately, that's not the case. What if I told you that those around her would turn a blind eye to false evidence?
You saying the police would do such a thing?
It seems they're more trusted than I thought. Their priority is settling the situation. They don't care who the supposed culprit is.
No!
So in other words, they would rather destroy innocent lives than pursue actual justice. Great! That sounds familiar. Am I right? Okay, we're not going to go any further than that. Moving on.
You're completely rotten.
My objective is to find the true culprit. That must be the case for all of you too. However, the current situation is extremely bad.
If worst comes to worst, someone unrelated will be set up as the culprit, huh?
Our only solution to this is to make Sae-san come to her senses. If she's in her right mind, she can stop this situation. Her sense of justice wouldn't allow it.
So that's why...
The truth will be covered up, and an innocent civilian's life will be destroyed. I can't allow such a thing to happen. My own ethics won't stand for it.
I mean... I guess I can understand how you feel.
And changing Sae-san's heart will be to protect her as well.
How do you mean?
Exactly.
If the true culprit were to learn that she's responsible for the investigation, what would happen? I'm certain they'll aim for her life. She's the perfect target to place blame on the Phantom Thieves. So how about it? Will you agree to my plan?
Even though you're particular about being just, you're willing to get your hands dirty?
It can't be helped in order to ascertain the truth. There is also one more merit in changing Sae-san's heart.
And that is?
She'll be a fine warning to others not to meddle with you any further. They can't go public if someone in the investigation has a change of heart. It'd show their corruption. All that's left from there is for me to discover the identity of the true culprit.
What do you mean?
You're gonna tell us to announce our disbandment once the real culprit is arrested, aren't you?
As expected from a Niijima. So, what do you say? I don't think it's a bad deal for either of us.
Makoto, what's your take on all this?
It's a well-made plan. It even takes putting an end to our team into consideration.
I'm flattered to hear that.
Why are you willing to do all this, Akechi-kun? Why do you seek justice?
Because of sickening human beings. Yes. My contempt for such people drives my sense of justice. It isn't some grand reason like society's sake or some lofty ideal. It's simply an absurd grudge. And extremely personal.
Dude.
You know, doesn't he remind you of us?
He kind of does. You think?
I can't really explain it. But I guess it's how some disgusting adult pissed him off.
We're similar, Maybe that's why I thought that I could ask this of you all. Won't you cooperate with me on the mission to change Sae-san's heart?
We will.
Thanks. I was actually rather worried there. This mission can't succeed without your cooperation, after all.
The Phantom Thieves will be disbanded, and everything will work out. I pray it does.
Mako-chan. I'm okay. I never brought it up until now, but the reason I joined the Phantom Thieves is because I wanted to change my sister's heart. I was hoping I wouldn't have to resort to it, though. I've also known for quite some time that she has a palace.
Wow.
Why didn't you tell us?
It was too selfish of a reason.
That's
I
fair.
was too scared to look any further into it on my own.
Why don't we try going there now to scope the place out? A lot of this will be new to me, so I'd like to get myself accustomed to it too.
I'm sorry, I actually have plans today.
I see. That's unfortunate.
Will you tell your sister about this? Of course not. It's just...
You seem awfully evasive today. Is something the matter?
I just can't make time today.
Let's call it a day then, and resume this tomorrow.
I'm sorry, everyone.
It's okay.
Wasn't Makoto acting a bit weird?
This is about her sister.
Well, I guess that can't be helped. Regardless, it all starts tomorrow. I hope this goes well.
Me too. Meanwhile, back in the present, we're gonna be witnessing more of this aftermath of how well this plan really went.
A palace? In me? Not only that, Goro Akechi? Then the Phantom Thieves targeted me as per his advice? And he had already experienced the metaverse by the time of the Okumura case? That can't be. I mean, he never said a word. Although, his attitude did change suddenly around that time. Akechi-kun kept quiet about the most important details, and my own sister may be a Phantom Thief? If this is all true, I was out of the loop the entire time I led the investigation. What a joke. So you became convinced of another's existence through the 2 mental shutdown cases. And if you were apprehended while falsely accused of those crimes, that villain would still be loose. That's why you targeted me? Not for your own preservation?
That's right.
That does make sense, more or less. If you simply wanted to evade capture, triggering my change of heart wouldn't guarantee anything. Your actions as Phantom Thieves would still be met with hostility. No. If this villain does exist and is setting up your group, I would be targeted next. Did Makoto come up with that speculation?
I don't remember.
Perhaps I'm overthinking things. Hey! You need to keep your focus. It seems you're completely worn out, but the look on your face isn't one of defeat. Why is that?
I haven't lost yet.
I'm amazed. It seems you can still talk. When you were arrested, a man at the scene told you that you were sold out, correct? Those words normally hint at the existence of a traitor. However, if your story till now is true, one reason can be concluded. It's frustrating to admit, but at a certain point... No, most likely from the start. I was a mere puppet. Someone set up only to bear responsibility later. Someone intended your arrest, and the minimal staff directly involved were in their pocket. And if that's the case, true integrity would side with you.
That seems about right. Sae is slowly starting to accept the truth. I feel like my bond with her is growing deeper. Good. Now she's up to rank 6. And after this point, she'll jump immediately to rank 10. I am not kidding.
All right.
No, I'm jumping to conclusions. I don't believe your story yet. There's something I need to confirm with you.
And that would be?
Was a change of heart triggered in me? What happened in the time between entering my palace and your arrest? Tell me everything.
Very well. Where do I begin? With the beginning!
What's this favor you need? It's late already. We'll be going to Niijima's palace, so I want to look into her. Things like her work ethic and relationships. It doesn't matter whether it's public or private. Those would help us come up with countermeasures in case we hit a roadblock in her palace.
I can look up more, you know. Stuff like her repertoire of underwear.
Eh.
A girl shouldn't say things like that. You tell her too.
That's impressive.
Don't fall for it. Ahem. Also, I may be overthinking it, but my voice... Ow!
Same as always.
Let me finish first. There's something else we want you to look into.
And as far as what this plan is, again, this will be revealed in due time. And it is kind of interesting how all this is currently playing out, in more ways than one. Now for today's train news. First off, the investigation team has announced progress in the search for the Phantom Thieves. Secondly, the opposition party has submitted a vote of no confidence regarding the current candidate. That, along with legislator Shido's plan for a new party, has sparked fears of government disbandment. So in other words, kind of like a government shutdown? Kind of like what happened over here in America? Just saying. Where are we meeting today? Oh, right. We were never told where to meet up. At the courthouse. Where's that? Hint. The government office district. Whatever. Indeed. Oh, I've heard of that place. Never been there, though. Me neither. It's not somewhere normal people usually go. Whoa. Just looking at the map is impressive. The police department, Ministry of Justice, Public Prosecutor's Office, and Public Security. The Diet Building's right near there, too. For real? What kind of scary place are we going to? We won't get caught, right? According to Akechi-kun, our identities haven't been discovered yet. So, we're just going to plunge headfirst into enemy territory. Has anyone contacted Akechi? We're going to meet him there. Be on guard, everyone. We'll be heading into the lion's den. This is definitely going to be quite interesting.
So this is the courthouse. You can tell it's a revolting building just by looking at it. Let's hurry up and get started. Akechi, what did you find out?
I rarely get to see Sae-san directly, but I figured out her course of action. On the 20th, an investigation will likely be done at Shujin Academy, as well as the Sakura residence.
For real?
Then that means our time limit is November 20th.
Still, there will be quite a bit of red tape involved. I doubt it'll take place before the 20th.
We'll take your word. For now, we need to focus on infiltrating her palace.
I concur. And we should probably get going soon. After all, people like us standing around here is quite unnatural. Well then?
That's...
Huh? What about my smartphone?
This is the model I wanted! You're so lucky!
I'm so sorry. Until recently, Futaba was actually well...
It's okay. Sae-san told me the gist.
Oh, right. Akechi-kun, it may be best if you exchange contact info with everyone, too. Not just me.
That's true.
Ooh. I'll send everyone's contacts to you later.
Thanks. Well then, I hope we get along. I'll do my best.
You've got a good personality and good looks? Talk about cheating.
She's praising you, I believe.
Then shall we get started?
All
We
right.
need to figure out what Makoto's sis thinks this courthouse is, right?
I often hear her call it a place of competition in which she must always win.
A competition, huh? That sounds like Sae-san.
For sure.
It'd be unbearable if you were put on trial for a reason like that. Although, a competition means it's a match of some sort. Might it be a martial arts ring?
I don't think so.
Then perhaps a stadium? Or maybe an arena?
Mm-mm.
There are other competitions besides fighting and sports.
Gambling, then.
How about a racetrack for horses? Other than that, there's pachinko, but does that count as gambling?
We played cards during the school trip.
Mm.
What else is there?
It must be a casino.
Whoa.
I definitely see Sae-san in you.
Well, it's time we head in then.
All right, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to what many people consider to be the best palace in the entire game. As far as my opinion, I would say, yeah, this is definitely one of the coolest palaces in the game. And if we're talking about OG Persona 5, then yes, this is the best one. But in Royal?
Pass there and keep a low profile.
In Royal, that's not the case. At least in my opinion.
That's it, huh? What's going on here? We are looking at the courthouse, aren't we?
Seems like it.
Let's go.
Right. Here we are. We pretty much come full circle at long last. Remember all the way back at the very beginning of the game? Oh yeah, we're back here again.
The courthouse is a casino.
Everywhere else seems to be a normal cityscape.
Isn't that...
The police station, yes.
I didn't know that the station and the courthouse were next to each other.
Our attire hasn't changed. That must mean we aren't considered threats or hostiles yet.
How do you know that?
Right. Areas outside her courthouse palace must not be worthy of her attention. Wait, I always look like this. I'm special. Besides, I can't do anything in my cat form.
The police station's also part of her work area, though, whenever arrests are made for her cases. I brought her food and belongings when she was sent on loan to the police.
We got no business with the cops, right? This might be the metaverse. I don't want to go in a station.
That reminds me. He'll need a codename, too.
You mean Akechi?
Name? Phantom Thieves can't go around using the real names, right? It ain't cool either.
Just for reference, what is everyone else's?
Skull.
Mine's Fox.
We pretty much decided on them with how we look, didn't we?
What is it, Haru?
Oh, it's nothing.
Then, perhaps Karasu will be best for me. You know, like a raven.
Are your clothes all black or something?
The reverse, actually. If our codenames are to hide our identities, wouldn't that be better?
Karasu. He'd be the only Japanese-sounding one. Why not go with Crow instead?
All right. From here on out, you're Crow.
Got it.
Now then, let's head into the courthouse.
Yes, let's do just that. About time we finally see some action.
Now then.
This is business as usual. First off, we'll need to find an infiltration route. And at this point, Akechi officially joins the party, so yeah, he is roughly around the same level as Haru when she first joins, or something to that extent. Well, regardless though, let's go ahead and throw Akechi into the active party. And as far as his abilities are concerned and his persona, yeah, his persona is Robin Hood. And as far as his specialties and his traits, he mainly uses light and curse-based attacks. So keep that in mind. He also has an almighty move known as Megalodola, which, yeah, that's actually a pretty damn good move. And Megaton Raid is also excellent. He'll be learning additional abilities surrounding his persona later down the line as well. So keep that in mind. And also keep in mind too is he is weak against curse-based attacks, but has a strong resistance against light. So that's pretty neat. His trait is Tactical Spirit, may decrease SP cost to ally support skills by half, which that is a pretty damn good ability, all things considered. As far as his weapon, okay, no. His melee weapon of choice is a beam saber of sort. Think of this as Travis Touchdown or from No More Heroes, or maybe even any sort of Jedi ever from Star Wars. He uses a beam saber. And as far as his ranged weapon, I'm not exactly sure what you would classify this weapon as. It's not necessarily a hand cannon, but it is more along the lines of a pistol. Might be that of a higher caliber, but nothing too extreme. Might be 30 caliber, 40 caliber, something like that. Okay, maybe that's a bit too high, but perhaps 30 caliber is more like it. But even so, Akechi's strongest weapon is known as Ancient Day. Although at this point, I have not upgraded this weapon in this playthrough. And once we get out of the metaverse, we will definitely be upgrading this to like the Master Receiver or something like that. Ancient Day is his strongest weapon. So keep that in mind. So let's go ahead and give him the Tantric Oath R. As far as accessories, once again, we'll go with the tried and true SP Adhesive 3. Which, thankfully, I've already gathered 9 of them throughout the entire second playthrough I've done in this game well beforehand. And as far as his outfits are concerned, we're not going to be touching those with a 10-foot pole. Even though I went over them just ever so briefly. Regardless, though, don't worry about it. And when it comes to his raising his baton pass rank, I don't think it's possible to raise it just yet. If at all. We'll have to wait until the third semester if we're going to even do something like that. Then again, maybe you can around this time? I'm not 100% sure. I haven't tried it. Regardless, though, it is something to keep in mind. Now then, let us depart. Actually, now that I think about it, I probably should swap out Haru for Makoto. Yeah, that would be best. And the reason why people say that Sae's Palace is the best one in the entire game is because it definitely has the best theme, which, let me tell you, it's quite a jam. It looks like we'll be able to sneak in from here.
So, this means we're acknowledged as a threat, correct?
Dude, you planning on stealing stuff in that getup?
It just means that's what he thinks a rebel looks like.
No. This is my mental image of a person who sticks to their justice.
Well, I think your mask is more apt for piercing rather than sticking. That aside, the people in here look completely normal.
But we're in a flashy casino. There's no doubt this is a palace.
Oh, right. Crow doesn't know too much about cognitive beings, does he?
Ah, yes. In addition to similar topography, cognitive people exist based on the ruler's perceptions.
That probably didn't make much sense because all the fancy terms he was using, huh?
In essence, since these look like real people, Sae-san's view of others is surprisingly undistorted.
Wow, he understood all that?
What I see before me, It's difficult to believe it is not actually a real casino.
Not all cognitions are normal, though. In Futaba and Okumura's palaces, we had to battle them. People may look normal, but we should be careful. Particularly of those in positions of power.
True.
Is this what you have to go through every time?
Yeah, that's right, but this will be the last.
I'm glad to see you remember.
Just don't slow us down, Crow.
I will not allow that to happen.
Okay, it's time we head inside. Our deadline for this infiltration is November 20th. Any later and we'll get caught in reality. Of course, we'll need to secure an infiltration route before we send out the calling card. As always.
True.
So the calling card wasn't merely for show? It's a necessary step?
Will you please stop interrupting?
My apologies.
Well then, let's go.
Okay, let's get moving. It is kind of interesting to see that Akechi has a pretty strong understanding of the metaverse and everything about it and how it works. That seems pretty sus to me. What do you all think? Well then, let us begin by securing our route. That shouldn't be too hard to do. Well, granted, Sae's Palace is the biggest one. Oh. Well, looks like I'm going to need to change controllers as we are ready to fight ourselves another rare persona. Excuse me a moment while I change controllers. This won't take long.
Ready, Joker.
Okay. Now then, as far as this thing's weakness is concerned, it is weak against curse-based attacks, but has a strong resistance to pretty much everything else. Well, okay, no. More or less a resistance to physical-based attacks. But even so, time to get smoked.
Ooh, Joker, you're looking cool.
Come be a part of my army. You'll make great material, if you know what I mean. So, as far as whom we're going to be replacing, definitely not White Rider. Or you. You know what? I think I'm gonna replace you.
Let's keep up this pace.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
Okay.
What are the odds of being able to strike gold quite literally within the first searchable object? That's quite impressive if I do say so myself. Okay. But like I was saying, when it comes to navigating this palace, this is going to be the most complicated to navigate through yet. But honestly, I find it to be quite straightforward. It honestly is. This place is pretty big, don't get me wrong. And it can be intimidating for those who are coming through this place for the very first time. Excuse me. I knew I felt something puking up in my mouth. Ugh, disgusting. Anyway, let's keep moving. Alright. Now then, this should be a smooth little infiltration, right?
Welcome. Come on out, you petty thieves.
Well, damn.
She can see us?
You're after the treasure, are you not?
How'd you know?
Down and I will tell you where it is.
What? We're not going to fall for a trick like that.
It's not a lie. I only wish to do this fair and square. You aren't going to run, are you?
We should do as she says. There is no point in hiding any longer.
That's true. Unfortunately, there's not a whole lot we can do. Looks like we got baited.
So you've come. The treasure is located on the manager's floor, at the highest point of this building.
Why are you telling us this?
It's as I said before. I wish to go about this in the fairest manner possible. First, I ask that you come up to my location. We will continue this there.
Oh my. Come back, magic woman.
Damn it, over there!
Oh, there she goes.
It seems assumes we'll be able to use that elevator to reach higher floors. Come, Joker. Let us pursue her.
Okay. Sure. Why don't we climb the elevator instead? It'll be more stylish that way. Let us get after her, Joker. Okay. Sure. That doesn't seem like too much of a problem. And if you're wondering if there's anything of interest up here, there is not. It's just a guarded ventilation. So, yeah, that's unfortunate. But there is a safe room just over here. Be sure to enter this place before proceeding any further. Why?
Why don't we rest a little?
Well, resting here is a pretty good idea for one. And two, I have a feeling that we're going to be leaving here relatively shortly. So, we might as well do what we can. Grab what we can grab.
There's a chest. Joker, let's open it.
Sounds good to me. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Definitely a good idea to grab that chest.
Joker.
We should focus on chasing after Sae-san for now. That sounds like a good idea. Why didn't I think of that before? Oh, wait. Because I wanted to explore? Putsch. I can't speak today.
Authentication required. Please insert your member's card.
Member's card?
Perhaps it bears relation to a player's club of sorts.
I can't handle your technical speak. Just give me it straight.
He is giving it to you straight.
We typically have a membership system called a player's club. Some locations even have areas cordoned off for particular ranks of player. Considering the setup of this place, I thought things may be similar here.
That'll make this shit simple. Come on, let's join this player thingy.
I would agree with you, but...
But?
A shadow!
As I expected, registration will not be such a simple matter.
She must be daring us to challenge the security of this place to make it to her.
Here it comes!
Well then, let's get started.
No need to worry. I'll handle this. I need to prove my worth to you after all.
Will you be alright?
Who knows? I would estimate that you all won't even have to step in and help, though.
Alright, here we go. Say hello to Robin Hood. Now to deal with this cheetah in the thong.
Well then, let us begin. Don't worry, you can leave this one to me. Take them down, Robin Hood!
Alright, sure. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. As far as this guy and its weakness is concerned, I have not identified its weakness, but it does have strong resistances to physical-based attacks. I haven't really identified gun damage yet, but it also has a strong resistance to fire, ice, wind, psychic, and it has a normal affinity towards light-based attacks. So let's try a gun. Okay, that won't work. So, it resists gun. How about nuke? I'm gonna say resist. Yep, of course. Dang it! Uh-oh. Okay, let's try thunder. Well, that didn't quite work. Well, if we can't discover its weakness, in fact, it doesn't appear to have one, we might as well try something else then. First, boop. Well, that worked. That was unexpected. And what else? Moving on.
Now I'm even more charming.
Fully restore HP to one ally. Hell yeah. Gimme. You're not so bad. And I am capable of much more. Now then, let us deal with the shadows quickly. Wait. Doesn't it sound like we're gonna get ambushed based on what we heard earlier?
You're right.
I agree. I'd like to deal with them as quickly as we can. But now that we have an infiltration route, I suggest we return for now and prepare. Very well. I trust your experience and judgment. Let's do that. I told you, folks, we weren't gonna be in there for very long. Not this time. Today was truly one surprise after another. I hope we continue to thrive in our work together. Agreed. We will need to explain the steps we take, though. That is unnecessary. First, we secure an infiltration route, then send a calling card, correct? In doing so, the core of the ruler's distorted desires will manifest into a physical form. By taking that core, the change of heart will be triggered. I deduce the steps would be something along those lines. A+. It ain't as easy as it sounds. Don't underestimate this shit. I am not underestimating anything, I assure you. By the way, Niijima's son's shadow seemed really confident. Yes, there's no knowing what may await. Let's continue cautiously. Very well. You will let me know when you enter the palace, yes? Of course. Perfect. I will be available at any time you need me. That's enough for now. Let's prepare well for the coming task. Ah, yes. My apologies for somewhat derailing this conversation. We'll be counting on you, Akechi. Failure is not an option here. Yes, I will do my best to live up to all your expectations.
The crucial moment's finally here. Give it all you've got.
Will do. I mean, we can't stop now. We've come this far.
Okay.
This is a rare opportunity. Let's steal Niijima's heart. Things have really soared. There's even a bounty on you guys. But I seriously believe the Phantom Thieves are innocent. By the way, I changed up the survey question. It's already up in flames, though. It's a problem for me, too, if people don't think the Phantom Thieves are heroes. Just try and clear the stigma on your name as soon as you can, okay? I'm counting on you.
So people are turning on us even in his survey? Our popularity is really at an all-time low.
It's true.
Hey.
We still have an opportunity to turn the tide here, so don't rush things. Oh, believe me, I don't plan on rushing into it like a frickin' idiot.
Hey.
I guess we can't really have Kawakami give us a massage tonight. That's unfortunate. Well, whatever. This is fine. I'll just brew some coffee then.
Yo.
It's pretty fun once you get started, huh? There's a lot to know and enjoy about coffee. Well, whatever. Alright, I'm heading out to buy some cigarettes. Okay. I love the smell of good coffee. As do I.
Yes. All right.
Apologies for that. Today is just one of those crappy days. Looks like you're at it again. How's it going? Here, I'll have a sip. This fragrant aroma. This is Mexican Ultra.
Let me explain.
Coffee was said to be brought into Mexico by the Spanish in the 18th century. Mexico is now one of the world's largest coffee producers. Altura, or altura, whatever, means height in Spanish. Describes the altitude the beans were grown. It has a savory aroma, soft acidity, and nutty flavor. Not bad. It's worth a compliment. I know this is sudden, but let me say one thing. If you sense it's the right moment, tell her how you feel. It's something I had to learn the hard way. I don't want you to suffer as I have. Of course. Thanks for the dating advice. We should rest now. We have a big day tomorrow. True that. I wonder who that could be. I can train you today if you're free. In exchange, I want to talk to you about something. Is that okay? That depends.
Jeez.
Stop checking your phone while you're eating. Just concentrate on your food. I don't think he liked that. Come on, let's finish eating and then send a reply once we go upstairs. The time has finally come. No matter what happens, we have to change her heart. Right. I'll be counting on you. We may all have our own unique way of doing things, but we should just proceed forward as usual. Leave it to me. Don't worry, Banjo. I trust you. That's why I asked that you lend me your help. Hey. There's no need to get too worked up about this, right? Take as much time as you need to get ready. Anything goes as long as it helps out our mission. You have our trust. You're our leader, after all.
Okay.
Let's make sure this plan is a success. The plan to change Sae Niijima's heart has begun. Try to steal your target's heart by the deadline. So in other words, we only have 21 days to steal Sae's heart. And heading back into the palace now sounds like something that we're definitely going to be doing. But we are getting close to the 3-hour mark, so we're going to have to save that for next time. Although, it seems like we can technically start Haru's confidant now. And to be honest, that may seem like a good idea to me. I know we technically have 21 days to get everything done, but perhaps we can spend a little more time by starting Haru's confidant. Let's do it! I don't see how this could go wrong. But first, before we do something like that, let's head to the red light district, get ourselves a fortune reading of you-know-what. The trickster who shall aid me. I wonder what this means. Well then, shall I read your fortune in detail? Yeah, please.
What shall we do?
Special bond reading, please. I'll take the usual special. Only 10,000 yen. Lol.
Here we go.
Again, I know this is crazy that we're not going to be heading into the palace straight away, but this is fine. We can still work with this.
What do you think?
And trust me, I know exactly what I'm doing. Banjo-kun, what seems to be the matter? Do you need something from the roof? Please take me there. I'm authorized to use the back entrance to the school. Come on, we can go in that way. Banjo-kun, have you decided on any plans for today? Let's hang out. Huh? At a time like this? Is this perhaps part of your grand infiltration strategy? It's a secret. You make it sound like it's really important. I suppose relaxation is pretty vital at times like these. Hey. In that case, I'd like to use this opportunity to bring my most recent harvest to Sakura-san. This may be a good opportunity to deepen my bond with Haru. Hey. Sure, let's hang out. So great, let us go then.
Hello, Sakura-san. I'm sorry for asking this of you.
It's all good. Not like I have customers to deal with. So, this is what you grew?
Yes. I'd like an honest opinion from a culinary professional.
Let me see. To be honest, both the taste and appearance are the opposite of what I'd call market grade.
I see.
But it's impressive you managed to grow anything at all up on a rooftop of all places.
I'm honored to hear you say that.
You know, I can't say it tasted good, but it was actually somewhat refreshing. Kind of like how you feel good after taking bitter medicine.
I first came across the plant in my house. It's possible that it's an experimental breed created for use at Okumura Foods. Thank you very much for the input, Sakura-san. I'll take note of that.
Haru's vegetables have a bitterness to them, but also exude a strong energy.
He's right. That was the same thought I had. I think I understand what Sakura-san meant when he said they were refreshing.
The sun-bathed vegetables seem to fill me with energy. This may prove useful during palace forays.
I agree. I'm so happy. I didn't expect this hobby of mine to provide value to the Phantom Thieves. This is actually the only thing I can honestly say I'm good at.
It sounds like hard work. You don't have to do this, you know.
But it's what I want to do. Oh, then, do you think you could help me out again sometime? Like you did today?
Sure, I'd be more than happy to.
It's a deal. We're like real Phantom Thieves. Okay, I'll do my best from now on.
I would expect nothing less. Haru seems a little more enthusiastic than before. Neat. Now then, back to the present. Again.
It seems you were probing into a certain conglomerate. There's the possibility you even infiltrated their company building. Perhaps some sort of connection? Tell me about this person.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast acquired a new vow. It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the Empress persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
There we go, folks. Haru's confidant, the Empress, is now established. And funny enough, when it comes to her farewell gifts, she doesn't have too many. I think she only has like 2? I'm not 100% sure. But anyway, her first gift or her first ability is cultivation. Allows you to grow vegetables with Haru on the Shujin Academy rooftop. So honestly, when it comes to Haru and her confidant abilities, they're really not all that useful. Honestly, they're not. They're not as bad as Ouya, don't get me wrong, but still, it seems like something like this comes too little too late, at least in my honest opinion. Whether you're playing the original Persona 5 or even Persona 5 Royal, even after you unlock the 3rd semester. I'm just saying, something like this came way too late in my mind. If this was earlier on in the game, it'd be different, but I digress. You can ask Haru, who has an incredible green thumb, to grow vegetables for you. Haru's vegetables are full of energy and grant a variety of effects when used as items. They may prove useful when exploring the metaverse.
Still, he was right. The taste leaves much to be desired.
I mean, that is perfectly fair.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me. Your feedback on the vegetables was a big help. Oh, if there are any vegetables you'd like in particular, just let me know. I certainly have plenty of seeds, so if you have a preference, I'll prioritize growing those first. That was our deal. Huh? Oh, that's right. My, when you phrase it like that, it's oddly thrilling. Alright, I'm going home for the day.
Goodbye.
See you later. Later, Haru. You're back. Well, how do I put this? I'm glad you made it home. Thank you, Sojiro. Yo, Akechi! What is it? You got any idea who the true culprit might be? Oh yeah, you said you saw a masked guy, right? I wanted to ask you about that too. Did you really see him? That masked guy's gotta be the true culprit, right? If this so-called true culprit is acting alone, then there can be no mistake about it. I see. The next question is, who was the masked man? Unfortunately, I do not know that much. You're useless. That is quite harsh. Aw, you're making me blush. That wasn't a compliment. At this point, I have yet to even grasp any clues. But once this is dealt with, I will surely capture him. I promise you that. We'll be counting on you. Perfect. Leave it to me. It may sound somewhat odd for me to say this, but I am an exceptional detective. I assure you, I will catch this culprit. Look forward to it.
He doesn't have any clues, but he's confident enough to say he can definitely catch the guy. No wonder he's a star detective. Even the way he talks about these things is different from us.
True. So, who are we gonna hang out with next? You free tonight? There's something I need to ask you. Looks like EY has something to discuss with us. But there may be more to this than meets the eye. And yeah, there's probably going to be some trouble brewing. But one thing I will definitely say is I am going to be saving that particular engagement for next time. We are over the 3-hour mark by 7 minutes. It's getting close to 5 p.m. Eastern Time. And I need to fix dinner. And because I started late today, now's a good time as any to just call it a day. So, with that, folks, I bid you all adieu. This is General Snivy with the Persona 5 Royal playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you were able to attend the live stream live, thank you for attending. Next time, we're going to be heading back into Sae's palace, and trying to make as much progress as we can to complete the palace as soon as possible. It may take a few trips, I'll say that right now. Not because we're physically incapable of completing it, but I have a feeling we're going to be running into a couple more roadblocks. As far as what they are, you'll have to tune in to find out. So once again, thank you all so much for watching. Hope you all enjoyed. See you all next time.